You can't be on the show.
What is good? What is good? YouTube, Facebook, welcome in to another show once again. LastWord Productions. I'm your host Tavares Wilson. As we all know, I always get the last word, man. Here on another beautiful Friday night, man. A lot to discuss, a lot to talk about. Before we get into that, a few housekeepings. Be sure to hit like, subscribe on the channel if you're not doing so already. Hit that bell notification to be notified whenever we go live, as well as the fact you can look me up on my other social media platforms, whether it's Facebook, where we're currently live, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, LastWord Productions, and handle across the board. But with all that being said, I gotta always introduce my compadres. Gino, you in the building? How you feeling today, bro?
Oh shit, man, I'm feeling good, bro. Well, I'm gonna feel good till we get to this top team. I'm feeling good.
All right. What you got, Breeze? What you got going on, my boy?
Hey man, I'm feeling good, man. Life is good. You feel me? Let's get to it, man. Let's talk some sports, man.
All right. So first things first, the title. Cam Newton, as we all know, he put out his top 10 quarterback list going into this season based off of last season. And his criteria was essentially clutch gene, what they did the season before, and pretty much the talent. So let me just read off the whole list before we get into the nitty-gritty. So he went from 10 to 1, but I'm just going in order. So 1 through 10, he had Stafford 1, Mahomes 2, Lamar 3, Josh Allen 4, Burrow 5, Jordan Love 6, Caleb Williams 7, Sam Darnold 8, Dak Prescott 9, and Drake May 10. So with all that being said, Gina, I know you have a personal gripe with Jordan Love for sure. So go ahead, brother. Give me your thoughts on the list, what you don't like about it, and what you would change.
All right, so I'm gonna let y'all cover the full list, and I'm gonna do the NFC North edition. Number one, this is how much of a non-factor and concern right here, right now, which can change if Caleb Williams get better. I have for Caleb Williams. He shouldn't be there. The end. Caleb Williams is not even worth Jared Goff nor Jordan Love's time and having a conversation about him being close to them. So Caleb Williams is out of here. My main issue with Cam Newton is this whole I cannot consider Jared Goff thing that he kind of said, because I have now reached a point, especially after what I saw against the Bears when it was the entire Packer team's fault, not just Jordan Love. I have reached a point where I sit back and say, how long can Jordan Love borrow from Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, and this idea that if you play for the Green Bay Packers, you are inherently a great quarterback or destined for greatness? Like, I get to the point where I seriously ask myself, and again, if Cam Newton wants to tell me, okay, this is about last year, this is okay, if this is about last year and clutch gene last year, hey, Lamar Jackson shouldn't be over a lot of people. Like, so it's not just about last year. It's about a collection of time and you giving people the benefit of the doubt. Like, it's not just about last year. So this becomes my issue in and of itself with Jordan Love and Jared Goff. I don't know what game that Jordan Love has won other than the Dallas Cowboys, who really are not a notch on anybody belt in the playoff. No, beating the Dallas Cowboys stopped being a notch for anybody when San Francisco beat them. I have no idea what this game that Jordan Love has won is, to where I hear some of these analysts act as if it is unreasonable for Jared Goff to be one step over or one step under. Like, as I sit here right now, whatever issue you have with Jared Goff, can't perform in a conference championship, can't perform in the Super Bowl. Jordan Love has made it to neither one of them. And quite frankly, I don't even think Jordan Love on his resume has a victory better than against LA Rams. And this also ties in Matt LaFleur, because I seen some things that they might have him ranked over Dan Campbell going into this year. I'm not going for that either. My whole issue is this. I understand that Jared Goff can't move. I understand that Jared Goff was terrible in that Super Bowl. But it gets to a point for me is that when I look at what Jared Goff has done with two offenses, what I've looked at how much people trusted Jared Goff up until a point again, up into the Super Bowl. Like, dude, I'm not looking at a world where, like, man, Jordan Love is just that much better, especially after I saw what happened with the Chicago Bears. Once I saw what happened with the Chicago Bears, all of this clutch gene and all of this future Aaron Rodgers and all of this stuff that Packer fans tell me, like, I just don't believe that it exists at all. I don't believe that. Like, the Packers are constantly telling me that their players are better than our players, and as it stands right now, in 3 years of their players being better than our players, their players have not gone to a conference championship game. Their coach is supposed to be better. They haven't gone to a conference championship game. All due respect to Michael Parsons, he's supposed to be better than Hutchinson. I have not found him in a playoff game except for one. Like, everything about Green Bay, to me, sometimes feels as if they get this unreal benefit of the doubt of it's just going to be greatness because it's Green Bay. And I would say since Dan Campbell has been there, bare minimum since 2023, they ain't done nothing to be 4 or 5 spots better than us at anything. At quarterback, at running back, at receiver, at tight end, offensive line, D line, cornerback, Gatorade, water boy. I could just go down the line. The Packers are not spots better than us at anything. And that's my only beef. This idea like Jared Goff can't at least be where Caleb Williams is at. Or that's it. That's really what I'm at. If you don't want to put him over, if you want to tell me that Jordan Love has more talent, less help, I'm fine. Not 4 spots better. I'll let y'all handle the rest of it. That's my NFC North gripe. This dude is not 5'6". He's not another stratosphere better than Goff. And if you want to be in another stratosphere better than Goff, it's gonna be simple for me. I'm gonna need the Packers to get to a conference championship, and all those players that they say is better than our players, I want them to get just as far as we got. Because I'm tired of them saying that our Xavier McKinney is better than Kirby and all. I'm tired of them saying they players is better than our players. They coach is better than our coach. And when the rubber meets the road, since Dan Campbell has been there, they ain't been where we've been. So I want to see them at least do what we do. That whole team over there and all them players, that Josh Jacobs and all of them, I want to see them be where we be. Well, you can go now, Breezo, because I know you got a bigger point.
So with the list, man, in all honesty, brother, I'm really not mad at the list. I'm really not mad at the list. I think T and Gino both know the bigger point is yet to come. It's gonna come later on in the pod. Yeah, but T, can you go over the list for me one more time, brother? Just one more time, man.
All right, so the list goes as follows: Matt Stafford at 1, Mahomes at 2, Lamar at 3, Josh Allen 4, Joe Burrow 5, Jordan Love 6, Caleb Williams 7, Sam Darnold 8, Dak 9, and Drake May 10.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Respectfully, I would swap Josh Allen and Lamar, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. You got to swap them two, bro. If we basing it off what last year and the clutch and whatever Cam's criteria was, which I'm not gonna lie, his criteria just seemed dumb as shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, because the way that he structured this, there's no way that Sam Darnold should be all the way that low if you're gonna put that expectation on based on what happened last year. Like, we know Sam Darnold was a regular season merchant with the Vikings. He came to the playoffs and he collapsed. But what he did last year was a lot more impressive than what a lot of other guys did on this list. Like, I don't understand how you have a list like that and you put Jordan Love over Sam Darnold. Now, Sam Darnold came up clutch. He came up big time in that game against the Rams. I give him that. He balled out. I remember we was on the show and I said to him, man, hey, I don't trust Sam Darnold in those games. But Sam Darnold went out there and played arguably the best game in his career. I haven't seen many other games that he played better than that one. So, you hear me? I have a gripe with Sam Darnold being that low. Dak Prescott being at number 9. I'm not going to say I'm mad at it, bro, but I can't really tell you what Dak Prescott did last year that will warrant him being that high. just based off just last year. I'm not saying Dak is career. I'm just going off what Cam's standing is at this point. Drake may be in at 10. That's fair because Drake may for him to be a MVP candidate, bro. Even though he didn't have the greatest playoff series ever, bro. I think that 10 spot warrants him. But I'm definitely swapping Lamar and Josh Allen, bro. I'm swapping that shit, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man.
Hey, real quick before you go, Tavares, I'm gonna tell you what Dak did. Dak did. Breezo didn't go to the playoffs because all criticism with Dak starts with the playoffs. So if Dak would have gotten the playoffs and Dak would have did what Dak did, we know what was gonna happen. So the great thing that Dak did was not make the playoffs. That's the most clutch thing that Dak has done in his career. Was last year not making the playoffs, so we can view him as clutch because we know what would have happened if he would have made it, and it would have been another lackluster performance.
So hey, Gino, since you're here, bro, is it fair? Is it fair to say that, hey, man, this year you got to at least see Dak in the NFC Championship game or something, bro? The narrative is just stuck there at this point, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean,
go ahead, bro.
No, you saying is it for him to stay top 10 or just in general with his career?
No, I'm talking about that narrative. It just stuck there, bro. That he just may not be that guy, man.
I mean, look, man. When I look at Dak, and again, I'm not gonna monopolize the time. I'm gonna run through it real quick. They played the Packers twice, and basically they didn't show up until basically the game was over. And I give no credit for those two fake heroic whatevers. San Francisco, those games really weren't close. I think the only game that I think they I mean really the game I think they struggled. Both Goff and Dak struggled when they played. And I think what he did, who did he beat in the playoffs? Was it Brady and them? Was it Tampa that they beat where they got that real good playoff win, or was it LA?
I think that was they signed Brady to retirement.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Other than that, dude, Dak has been terrible in the playoffs. And it's not been nothing but just fake comebacks. These dudes is down 20 points, 25 points, and here they come and they still lose. So to me, when they come to Dak, if Dak kind of wants any respect, like I look at it like this: if Jared Goff wants respect, Jared Goff has to win a Super Bowl. That's the bear that he needs to climb. To me, Dak just needs to not start these playoff games down 97 points and actually win a playoff game. Like I would argue that Dak has the lowest bar, damn near being a Cowboy. Just win one game and make it look like you were going to win a second game and go to the conference championship. But other than that, bro, no. And again, there's no discredit towards Dak or anything like that. I just think, dude, other than Tampa playoff game, I don't really think he's just being that good in the playoffs anyway.
I'm gonna say this first. The reason that the whole Dak situation came about was because, for one, the argument originally stemmed from Justin Herbert and us saying that if the expectation is just for Justin Herbert to look good in a playoff game and he still gets time after time the benefit of the doubt, but Dak Prescott is expected to, at the bare minimum, make the conference championship. When we know the NFC is stacked, loaded, the Cowboys still has a shit show going on over there with Jerry Jones. I don't give a fuck what he has done these last 2 seasons. He's had a bad situation on the defensive side of the ball for the last 6-7 years. They've had talent, yes. The coaching has not been good on that side of the ball. The secondary, outside of a few good plays from Darren Bland and Trayvon Diggs these last couple of years, that has been a joke. Outside of Michael Parsons, they have no pass rusher who is not on the team anymore. And the linebacker core just was not good.
And not to cut you off, T, I will add this in, and Michael Parsons ain't show up in them playoff games either. It's where so to compound the issue is your best defensive player. I don't know what he was doing, but you can keep going, T. But if you ask me about Herbert and what he needs to prove, I say with both of them. To me, I think it's fair to ask both of them to especially Herbert, because Herbert has looked so bad. Like, this is crazy. This is how bad Herbert has looked. Herbert has looked so bad, it has not been as bad as Dak. Like, at least Dak can give you, like, this fake comeback. Herbert gave up a comeback. So, from my perspective, I'm not going to lie to you, Herbert responsibility is, bro, can you not look like a trash can?
No, but that's my point, you know. That's my whole point. My point is, if that's the criteria or that's the bar we're setting for Justin Herbert, and many people believe he still is this unquestionable top 10 quarterback. How in the fuck are we putting that expectation on Dak and saying this about Dak when Herbert is going to continuously get every excuse that we can think of?
Oh
Because
no,
again, if we're gonna sit here and be honest, yes, I know the Chargers situation is not the greatest. I understand that completely. That just like how the Cowboys offense is not a day better than what the Chargers set skill positions are, you can say the same thing for the other side of the ball. The playoffs, it matters when you can get key stops and when you can get off the field. That shit matters. So it's like we can't keep saying we gotta expect this from Dak Prescott when the defense is horrendous. Like they can't stop a fucking cold. They can't stop a running nose in the playoffs, bro. And this is not me excusing Dak of anything. I'm just saying if we're going to have that criteria of one quarterback who's not been up to par in these postseason games, how in the actual hell are we going to continuously keep excusing a guy who's, whenever he's been there, he's been god awful? He's been awful. It's not just a situation. At some point, we got to say, what the hell happened to this guy 2 weeks ago that we seen? Like, this is not the same dude. That's all I ever said about Prescott. If your critique and your criticism is that got to make the conference championship, by all means. All I'm saying is, if Justin Herbert cannot put together a good playoff game, I'm not even asking him to win. If he can't put together a good playoff game, I don't want to hear this shit anymore about Dak Prescott or this quarterback or that quarterback got to do this. But Justin Herbert going to continuously get the damn benefit of the doubt. It just does not make sense. It don't make sense.
I think, bro, like my whole point with it was, bro, it's not even the benefit of the doubt. It's just, bro, the situations just have not been close. Like Dak Prescott has been on historic offenses. Like the Cowboys have been historic offenses, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Just to flame out in the playoffs. And yeah, cool. Maybe they give up 30, 35 points. But when Dak Prescott is in the fourth quarter down 30, 35, and then magically starts stringing along 22 points just to lose by 15, 16, bro. Like, come on, man. Like,
at the end of the day,
it's crazy.
When Aaron Rodgers is going out there, losing games because his team on average gave up 35, 38 points a game, no one sat there and said Rodgers has to be better. They said the defense is better.
Aaron Rodgers got flack, bro. I don't know what you was watching.
And Rodgers, I know Rodgers got flat, but it was understood that the defense was not good. But everyone understood when he had a good defense, they were a Super Bowl winner, and they lost one game that they went 15-1 one season. Everyone understood if you give him the situation that's actually respectable, that you can get something more out of it than what you've gotten from it previously. Dak Prescott, the last time Dak Prescott had a somewhat decent defense, he won a playoff game, just like what you're asking him to do. Then they ran into the buzzsaw that the Rams was, because the Rams just was going to be defeated that year. But at the end of the day, bro, my whole thing, if you're not hound that cool, all I'm saying is there's no way on God's green earth we're going to sit here and say Dak has to do X, Y, and Z, that Caleb Williams got to do X, Y, and Z, that all these other guys who have talent have to do these things. But we're going to continuously let Justin Herbert be mediocre or trash for the next 7 years again and continuously give him the passes. It just does not make sense. I'm not asking the nigga to win games. I'm asking him to look like a competent quarterback. That's all I'm asking.
Shit. I think T went out. Let me say that I think T gonna be back in a sec. But let me say this, Breezo. From my perspective, bro, like I think Dak is it. Let me put it like this. I don't expect much from either quarterback. The only reason that I asked Dak to win anything is really because Cowboy fans and the media anoint him. I would say for me, the ask of Dak, and again, I don't really pay attention to, and maybe I don't pay attention too much to Herbert because I don't think high of Herbert at all. But being in the NFC, and for me specifically seeing Dak ending up over Goff and over this person and over that person. When I watched Dak play them games in the playoffs, the defense was bad too. But like I told Cam, Leon, and them people, there are plenty of quarterbacks that get in shootouts. Why your quarterback can't get into a shootout until the game is over? There are plenty of quarterbacks that find ways to get in shootouts. That San Francisco game, you couldn't get into a shootout, or you couldn't even keep pace at times. Like when I like my only sometimes beef with Dak and Cowboy fans really is proximity to Jared Goff in the NFC North, and the Lions in the NFC North is where I keep hearing that these dudes would be this, would be this, would be this, and it gets to a point just like with Green Bay. Hey, dude, maybe y'all dudes are not. Now, to your point, T, about Justin Herbert, I don't think highly of Justin Herbert at all like that. And maybe Breeze do, maybe Breeze, you know what I'm saying? I personally feel like Justin Herbert, again, no matter what I feel about Jim Harbaugh offense, no matter what I feel about his offensive coordinators, I do feel like Jim Harbaugh gives you a real good chance if you play like you're not an idiot to make it to a championship. We saw it in San Francisco. We saw it with J.J. McCarthy in Michigan. Like, he gives you a chance. So for me, for Justin Herbert to go through some of the struggles that he's going through, yeah, that's a problem. That's why, and I would even feel the same way. Like if I saw Justin Herbert at 9, what I would be feeling about Dak Prescott now would be at Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert not being there makes me go, I'm not thinking of you because you shouldn't be in the top 10. I look at Dak, and I remember Dak at times contributing with interceptions and fumbles while the defense is playing bad because he's playing bad too. And I go, dude, I just don't think you should be there either. To be honest, quite frankly, with all due respect, Dak, the black Dak is over there in the Chargers, and the white Justin Herbert is over there on the Cowboys for me. And that's just how I kind of look at both of those dudes. But I do agree with you, T. If you're going to say Herbert should be top 10, then he should be held to a standard of playing like he has some sense. Him and CJ Stroud should be held to the standard of a top 10 quarterback that you should look more than be Trent Dilfer. And for Dak, to me, who's in the conversation of near top 8, top 7, top 6, once you get into that sphere, look, man, your responsibility is to get to the conference championship. I feel like top 6, 7, 8, dudes who are 8-ish in that area, you should be getting to a conference championship at least once in your career. I'm not saying be a perennial conference champion attendee, but damn, get there 2 times like golf. Like that's really all I'm asking here. Even if it's 2 flukes, because one was 2 flukes, get there 2 flukes. Yeah, and that's kind of really all I'm saying. Now, as far as I don't know how you feel, Breezo, about Justin Herbert and Dak and how that shapes out, but that's just kind of where I land is where, look, dude, I don't see Justin Herbert and Cam top 10. That's perfect to me. Him, CJ Stroud, they shouldn't be there at all, in my opinion. And a guy like Dak who's fighting in that for that 8-ish spot, oh, bro, I just need to see more from you. Like we talk about seeing more from golf. We talk about seeing more from certain quarterbacks. I want to see more from you, Dak. Like I really do. And I hope you do get the team that you need. I hope you do get the team that you need. And I hope that you don't get walked down again by random Jordan Love. And then Jordan Love is giving me a heart attack.
Hey, T, let me ask you something before we move on real quick. 2021 through 2023, if you can, let me know what the Cowboys did that year in the playoffs or something. I know 9 times out of 10 they got smoked, but let me know what they did those years, bro. Cause I'm not gonna lie to you, cause this, like I'm just highlight my gripe with this whole Dak Prescott situation, cause I'm not gonna lie to you, brother. I love the offense. I love what they got going on over there offensively. Of course, the defense need work.
Mm-hmm.
But as I said before, man, Dak Prescott has been on some historic offenses, and to go into playoffs and be down 30 zip in the fourth quarter and pull off 22 points to lose by 15, 16 is crazy. So I'm just waiting on T to let me know. 2021, did they make the playoffs?
I mean, the way he's talking, you know the answer.
No, I'm just asking. I didn't pull that up. I know 2021 they made the playoffs, but 2021 was that exact year that Micah Parsons had 12 plus sacks, Diggs had like 10, 11 plus picks, Zeke ran for 1,000, CD had 1,000, Dak had 4,500 yards and shit like that. And guess what happened?
I mean, they went home.
And mind you, they had the number 7 scoring defense.
Mm.
Overall, the defense was number 18, but it was the number 7 scoring defense, and they got smacked. 2022. I don't know if they made the playoffs 2022, but they had the number
They won
5.
the playoff game in 22. They won in the
20
wild card.
They won the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
And what
Yeah.
they did after the wild card?
They lost.
Who
They lost to
49ers.
That was the same year that's the same year they beat Brady now.
Mm-hmm.
So that year they had the number 5 scoring defense and the number 12 ranked overall defense. And how many points did they put up in that game?
What game?
The Cowboys against the 49ers that year.
Like 12.
12 points, I think.
And how many points the Niners put up? I know the Niners was loaded, but I'm just
They put up 19.
Okay.
Mm.
So is it fair to say Dak had some help that year? Just in all honesty, bro. 19 points in the playoffs game, and you give us 12. That's fair to say. All right, Dak, come on, man. Like we need you. 2023, number 5 total defense, and the number 5 scoring defense. Did they do something in 2023? I highly doubt they did.
Nah, they went home.
So I'm
the
just saying.
Defense was good that game.
Say it again.
Was the defense good that game?
2023. I was just asking, bro.
No. I'm asking you since we're giving the defensive rankings. Were the defense good that game
in 2022 or 2023?
In the playoff game in 23? Were they good?
Who did they play in 23? I thought they didn't make the playoffs.
No, they made it. They played the Packers.
They played the Packers. They lost.
And they got smoked, right?
Yeah.
And what the score was?
48-32.
So Dak put up 32 and they gave up 48. I would say that's on the defense because 50 points is fucking abysmal. But how much of that was garbage time comeback when the coaches say, you know what, we not nothing cheap, nothing deep.
Bro, they were down 27-7 by half.
Listen, bro, no one.
So T, my whole point is this. This is my point. My gripe with Dak Prescott is, bro, you're the highest paid quarterback in NFL history. To this day, with these record-setting contracts, Dak Prescott is still the highest paid quarterback in NFL history. Still. Mm-hmm. Jerry Jones absolutely dropped the ball doing that shit. I don't know why the fuck you would pay Dak Prescott that much money at that period of time. He superseded the market. Niggas to this day still not getting money that Dak Prescott was getting. But that's another story. Dak Prescott, even with top 5 defenses, has proven, yes, he can win a wild card game. But money like that, you give to niggas who, let's say you give it to a Mahomes, you give it to a Josh Allen, you give it to somebody of that stature. Shit, you can give it to Matt Stafford at that point in time. But you gave it to Dak Prescott, who proved to you, even with the top 5 defense, he's only going to get you to the wild card. That's just my whole gripe behind it, bro. Honestly. Now, I'm not saying Justin Herbert hasn't been shit in the playoffs. He has been shit in the playoffs. But that Patriots game that I watched, bro, I don't know if he was sleeping with one of the offensive lineman wives or he pissed off the offensive line coordinator or something. I don't know what the hell was going on, bro. Them niggas just
always an excuse, boy.
Gino, am I lying, Gino?
There's always an excuse, bro.
Bro, we sat there and watched it, bro. The ball ain't even snapped yet. Williams was in the backfield.
There's always an excuse, dog.
Bro, them niggas
no matter what year. I'm just
asking, bro. Because that can have these years with historic offenses.
I never once gave Dak an excuse. All I said was Gino was a witness. All I said was, if you're going to have this standard for Dak Prescott, the same has to be said for Justin Herbert. That's all I said. I didn't sit here and make any excuses for that.
And I
said the defenses have not been as good as they should be for a team that's trying to contend. But I also acknowledge that the offense around Justin Herbert hasn't been as good as it should be for a team that's trying to contend.
Because, bro, the only reason I come back that is because if Herbert goes out there with a CeeDee Lamb and a George Pickens and he has a top 5 defense one year, or he has a team with a DB with
the man was up 25 points and lost.
Bro,
like it don't matter who's on the field.
Bro, I said he's been shit in the playoffs. I said that.
No, that's not shit. No, that's god awful. That's borderline unplayable.
That's abysmal.
Shit is what Dak Prescott was doing.
But bro, my whole thing is when you want to say, okay, Dak Prescott can't be held to this, but Justin Herbert.
I never said he can't be held to that. I said if you're going to hold him to that,
if it's level playing field, bro. If he was out there with a CD and a George Pickens and all this shit and prolific offenses and shit setting records, niggas
but
have.
You also have to add in that Dak Prescott is a part of these offenses.
Niggas have Mike McCarthy. Niggas was thinking Mike McCarthy
offenses aren't historically great. He's a big reason why these offenses are that good. When Dak Prescott has been healthy and on the field, he's produced a top 8 offense every season.
And what
that's a
happens?
literal
And what
fact. We can
happens
look
in the
that up.
playoffs, bro? To be down 27, 30 points and then string together magical comebacks. Oh my god!
He
Oh my!
showed up. Man showed up. That boy thinks Cherokee gonna be here for real.
Go back. Go back.
Hey man, but hey, like I was saying, but that's my only gripe, bro. That's my only gripe. But I ain't disagreeing with y'all, boy. That's my only gripe. We got bigger fish to fry. Hey, welcome back, Q. Welcome back, man. You about to get booted from the chat.
Go back. Go back.
Hey man, listen. Before I let you go, Quizzy. First off, I hope everything well, man. I hope the baby doing good. You feel me?
Everything good. Everything good. I appreciate that.
For sure. But I want to finish what I was speaking on with the Cam Newton top 10 quarterback list. First and foremost, just again past that, because however you feel about Dex, how you feel about him, I don't think there's anyone on God's green earth that Caleb Williams or Sam Darnold should be top 10. That's just my belief. I'm not under this belief that Caleb Williams has become this top 10 quarterback because he made a few phenomenal plays and throws down the stretch of some of these games. It's times in games where he still looks like he's trying to figure it out. He can't read the defense properly. He can't sit in the pocket and make a throw. He plays backyard football 9 out of 10 times more often than not. And the passes don't always come out the most accurate. They don't look good to me. I don't think Caleb Williams should be there at all. I don't think Sam Darnold should be there at all. If we talking about situations where niggas have excelled in and had all this talent, I mean, it gets no bigger than what the fuck Sam Darnold has had the last 2 years. I mean, you go from the Vikings with Kevin O'Connell, who I think is a damn good coach, with that offense, with those weapons, Aaron Jones, Jay Jettas, Jordan Addison, Hawkinson, all these guys. Then you turn around, now you got the Seahawks with a damn good defense. Only reason I know one was talking about that defense the way it should have been spoken about was because the Houston defense was just better. And you got a pretty damn good Seahawks offense. I mean, the O-line was improved. JSN, great season. Kenneth Walker, the other, I forgot the other running back name. Charbonnet. There we go. Thank you. And then they went out and got the dude from the Saints.
Jacoby Myers. Not Jacoby Myers. Shaheed.
Nah, they got Shaheed, Rashid Shaheed. I don't know, I couldn't think of his name. And then you went and got Cooper Kupp to even bring in more veteran presence just in case. So I mean, nothing against Sam Darnold. I just don't think he's a top 10 quarterback. I look at 10 other guys and I watch them play. I see the film. I think there are 10 guys who I'd rather take over Sam Darnold. But hey, that's Cam's list. I ain't gonna really give too much gripe on it. My thing is, as much as a Jordan Love guy I've been, because I wouldn't necessarily call myself a fan, I just think he's a good quarterback. 6 is too damn high. I mean, if you want him on the back end of 8 to 10, I mean, I guess I personally still don't think he's top 10 either, but that's neither here nor there. But I just think that's too damn high, man. I mean, 6 over some of these guys, Drake May. I mean, why? I mean, shit, I just don't see it, bro. But for the top 5, I mean, I don't really give too much pushback to the top 5 because I think regardless of how you order them, those are the 5 guys. So I think it comes down to a matter of preference at that point. But I don't agree fully that Stafford is just the best quarterback going into this season. I don't agree with that. I still think that's Mahomes until we see him get dethroned, and that's just how I see it. I think Joe Burrow should be above Stafford as well. I just think Joe Burrow just ain't been healthy. And as far as Lamar or Josh Allen go, I personally think Lamar over Josh Allen, so I ain't got no problem with that. But before we get off into that topic specifically, what you got, Q? Did you see Cam's top 10, or you need me to read it off for you?
Yeah, I saw it. I mean, I pretty much agree with everything you said. Stafford, I don't got Stafford number 1. I actually don't even have Mahomes number 1 because I know he's coming off the big ACL injury. I know ACLs don't really mean much, especially to a quarterback in today's doctors and medical technology and stuff. But I actually got Lamar Jackson. He gonna be the best quarterback this season, dog. All right? I'm stamping it. Lamar Miller is gonna be the best quarterback this year.
Marvelous.
We got a new coach. We got rid of that washed QB. We got rid of that washed coach and John Harbaugh. All right. We switched it up. Don't worry. I'm telling y'all. I'm stamping it right now. Lamar Jackson gonna be the best quarterback of the season. All right.
Blaze is crazy.
I pretty much agree too with Sam Darnold. I don't see Sam Darnold. I can name 10 quarterbacks better than Sam Darnold. Drake May, I give it to him. I give him to Drake May. Yeah, that's still debatable, especially with how cushy his schedule was last season. We saw what happened when they finally played a good defense. They crumbled. But I give it to him because if we're counting playoffs and regular season, they don't make the schedule. He showed up. He did what he had to do. He finished top 5 in very important stats like yards, QBR, completion percentage. I think he had the highest total air yards per highest completion percentage, highest total air yards per attempt, something like that. So he did his thing. They had a really cushy schedule, but they don't make the schedule. It is what it is. He showed up. He did what he had to do. But yeah, I definitely would not have Sam Darnold there. I'd put Burrow in the top 4. Listen, I know Will ain't gonna like this. I'm taking out Josh Allen in that top 4, bro. I'm sorry. I'm taking Josh Allen out that top 4, dog.
Yeah, cut it out, brother.
I'm taking Josh Allen out that top 4, bro. All right. I ain't gonna like that. I'm taking him out. All right. I'm putting Burrow in. All right. I'm putting Burrow in. I'm not leaving Josh Allen in that top 4. What I have this season coming up, top 5. I got Lamar Villas at number 1.
Glaze.
Mahomes at number 2. I'm gonna have my dog Stafford at number 3. I think Stafford gonna have a really good season. I know people expecting that fall off, but I think he's gonna have a really good season. I don't think he's gonna have to do too much as well with Garrett and possibly Aaron Donald coming back.
What they gotta do with offense?
What you mean? He gonna have a cushy, bro. He gonna have a cushy, nice season. Though, just rock with me real quick. All right, walk with me real quick. All right.
I don't even want to join you, brother.
Just listen. All right. I got Burrow at number 4, and then I got Josh Allen at number 5. All right. But yeah, I'm keeping Caleb Williams. I don't know what you're talking about, T. I'm a Caleb Williams fan. I'm keeping him. I'm keeping Caleb Williams in the top 10.
Depending on what Kyler Murray become this season, that man may be the 4th best quarterback in his division.
Listen, bro, that midget ain't gonna do nothing. Bro. I don't care if he got the QB whisperer in his ear. That boy ain't gonna do nothing. All right.
Quincy been back for 2 minutes.
That boy on jungle juice.
And all I heard, that's it. Straight, man, cut it out, bro. Please, cut it the fuck out, man. Caleb Williams, Josh Allen, bro. For real, man.
No, I didn't say. I didn't say that.
You just said you taking Josh Allen out and putting Caleb Williams in there.
No, I said I'm taking Josh Allen out of the top 4. I'm putting Joe Burrow in the top 4. I'm keeping Caleb Williams in the top 10. That's what I said. I'm keeping him in the top. Because T said he don't see him being the top 10 quarterback. I said I'm keeping him in the top 10.
So where you putting Josh Allen at?
Josh Allen at number 5.
And who you put over him? Stafford.
I put Stafford, Burrow, Lamar, and Mahomes. Bang, I'm telling you, we're gonna come back to this, bro. Don't worry. We're gonna come back to this.
You're not even gonna be here, bro.
Yes, I am. Hey, I'm back, bro. I'm back. All right. I am back.
Nigga can't. Right. It's a reason he hot take Q, bro. It's a
reason. We gonna end it at that. See, go ahead.
Man, next topic, man.
All right, man. Listen, I know Breeze want to discuss the specifics of Lamar and Josh Allen specifically in terms of their playoff success, wins, losses, how they've looked all around. So the floor is yours, Breeze. Go ahead, bro. What you got?
Hey, matter of fact, Quincy, before we take off, Quincy, what's your thoughts on Lamar in the playoffs, man?
He a playoff dropper, man. I'm not gonna sit here and make excuses for him. I call it how I see it. Same way I called out CJ Stroud after I was bigging him up before he had that stinker. I call it how I see it. It is what it is.
Have a stinker,
I just want to keep things short, concise, to the point.
Yeah.
You know, I got my attorney.
Whoa, Lamar didn't have no stinkers. I'm just saying he a playoff dropper. He's better in the regular season.
I was talking about CJ Stroud.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, like I was saying, man. Yeah, CJ Stroud garbage, man. That's one thing we're all But I'm gonna keep it short, concise, to the point, because I got my attorney Gino Cochran with some facts for y'all boys. But Lamar Jackson, man, very interesting guy, brother. Very, very interesting guy. 2-time MVP, deserve his respect. But in the playoffs, man, it's a whole different monster. It's not a week-to-week basis anymore. Teams lock in because teams can actually devote a whole week into figuring out what you do and what you like to do best. And a problem with the Ravens was that when shit hit the fan for them, they never went back to old reliable, which is running the football. I do think oftentimes that they try to make Lamar Jackson too much of a drop back quarterback. And I believe Lamar Jackson is a rhythm quarterback. If the game is more predicated on running to get his rhythm, that's what you go with. But to make Lamar a drop back quarterback 40 times a game is you're not going to win a game doing that. Now, I'm not saying he can't pass the ball, but instances are showing and reoccurring their head that when you take the Ravens out of what they like to do, they're very uncomfortable and they get rattled. They get rattled and it gets bad. Lamar Jackson has never beaten a team in the playoffs that has scored over 10 points. The man who was responsible for seasons with 41 touchdowns, the 4 picks, and all-time QBRs, and yeah, that guy can't beat teams that score over 10 points. It's gotten to instances where in the playoffs, Lamar's losses, Lamar Jackson isn't even putting up crazy numbers to combat said blowout. Matter of fact, I want to go to some notes that I took earlier, man. Just really quick, man. I ain't even gonna go too crazy, but 2019. By the way, Lamar Jackson has a 3-5 record in the playoffs. 2019, you guys remember that season, unanimous MVP, broke rushing record, 66% completion, this was his first playoff loss, that I'm counting against him, honestly, because that bullshit when he was playing, I think he got thrown into the fire like late in that season. I'm not even shit. I ain't even gonna count that. That's not fair to him. But his first real playoff loss was 23-17. So a guy in the regular season who completed 66% of passes. Would you guys see that's like very, very great, like Aaron Rodgers type shit, right? Drew Brees type shit.
100%.
It's fucking crazy. The guy proceeds to go into the playoffs and complete 49% of his passes. He does have 2 total touchdowns, but he has a pick and 3 fumbles. They lose that game. This is the unanimous MVP. The unanimous MVP. Now, this, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Now, if this was just regular Joe Schmo, hey, man, he played an all right game. We didn't expect too much from him. But the unanimous MVP, and I want to harp on unanimous. You know how fucking hard it is to be a unanimous MVP. It's very hard. Moving forward.
I mean, he's the first and only to ever do it, but go ahead.
Go ahead, T. Preach, man. 2020, 33 total touchdowns, 9 picks. He's the first quarterback ever to have back-to-back 1,000 rushing yard seasons. Wild card against Tennessee. 17-24, very efficient. 179 passing yards, 1 pick, 16 carries, and 136 yards. Perfect dual threat game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yep.
He broke away for that game-winning run. So shout out to Lamar for that one. That was an all right game. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a rhythm game. They didn't make
all right
because, bro, by his standard, listen,
that's a good game.
By his standard, that's a rhythm game. He didn't go 17-45. They didn't make him drop back. They played him in rhythm. The divisional against Buffalo, I'm not even gonna count that because he got hurt in the third quarter. But
least someone
that
got
total playoff run, brother, he had 341 passing yards, 2 picks, 25 carries for 172 yards, and just 1 touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the unanimous MVP, record-setting, 1,000-yard, whatever. Next, 2021. 2021, he missed the playoffs. He was injured. 2022, he was injured. He missed the playoffs. 2023, second MVP. A lot of back and forth. People said it should have went to Josh Allen, whatever. Congratulations. Now, he completely demolished the Texans, which I'm not going to lie to you. No shock there, because who was on the opposing team? Cornelius Stroud. That garbage.
The man this season, the man was the rookie of the year that year, bro.
Hey. And he was still booty in the playoffs, man. Lamar, 4 total touchdowns, 2 passing, 2 rushing. 2 passing, 2 rushing. Held the Texans to 10 points. Arguably his best playoff game. Arguably.
Not.
I said arguably. I didn't say his best. Arguably. The next game, they proceed to go against the Chiefs. The Chiefs score a whopping 17 points. 17.
Nah, hold on.
No, wait, Q. Let him talk.
The Chiefs score a whopping 17 points. And the Baltimore Ravens that year had a great offense. Great offense. As a matter of fact, T, real quick, bro, can you look up what the Chiefs' defensive ranking was that year, bro? Real quick. Because I didn't get a chance to pull that up. So can you pull that up for me while I'm making my point, bro?
All right.
So like I was saying, bro, against the Chiefs, 17 points. Lamar and this explosive offense put up 10 points. Now, I expect that from Steve Spagnuolo because that's Steve Spagnuolo. He's a crazy guy, defensive genius. Lamar Jackson, 20 of 37, 272 yards. Okay, not bad. 37 passes. It's pretty crazy for a game in which you're down 7. I expect the team, that's elite in running the football, having a running back and a quarterback that can religiously combine for 1,000 yards. I expect them to pound the rock. But once again, the Ravens got taken away from what they like to do, and what do? They shit the bed. Lamar Jackson had 8 carries for 54 yards. T, do you have that defensive ranking for me for the Kansas City Chiefs that year?
No, not yet.
Okay. I see I got to do things myself around here, man. Anyway, my whole point is, brother, Lamar Jackson is a playoff dropper, a playoff choker. I didn't even have to pull up Josh Allen in the playoffs, brother, because he's set the record of like, bro, just being a playoff rights, bro. Has he had?
It was actually the second-ranked defense, but
okay. And what was the Ravens that year?
I think that was first.
So a battle of defense, right? Is it fair to say Lamar Jackson had help that year?
Yeah.
Was it fair to say that the defense was comparable to supposed to be that explosive offense that they had?
Yeah.
Yet they got held to 10 points.
Okay.
Which goes back to my original point, brother. If the team Lamar Jackson plays against scores over 10 points, he cannot win.
Okay.
So yeah, bro, Lamar Jackson, man, I'm not even trying to hear this Lamar versus Josh Allen talking the playoffs, bro. I'm not. I didn't even have to continue to deep dive on it, bro, because Paul, that was crazy. I didn't have to continue to just dig up the nonsense, bro. It is what it is at this point. Lamar Jackson, and I'm a fan of this guy. Lamar Jackson is the NFL James Harden, bro. When the regular season is around, bro, the nigga gonna give you 60-point triple doubles. He gonna give you these magnificent 4 or 5 touchdown games. He's gonna blow you away with QBR. He's gonna do all this. But when the rubber needs to hit the road, the man turned into Nathan Peterman, brother.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Y'all call me hot take? Y'all call me hot take?
I approve this message. All right. Go ahead, brother Gino. It's on you, man.
I just think for me, I look at it like this. We already have a historical reference point, in my opinion, and his name is Peyton Manning. Is where Peyton Manning was kind of going through a period where no matter what the context was for Peyton, the answer that a lot of people gave is you have an issue in the playoffs. And it was incumbent upon Peyton. And to be fair to Peyton, when he came back from 21-3, he exercised a lot of demons. And he probably should have got some demons back with throwing against Q. But hey, he still had that one championship then. But I feel like the reference that we do have is that we do have Peyton Manning, where there was once upon a time where there was this MVP caliber player who was having issues in the playoffs, and collectively the response was, until you win a championship, we can't give you benefit of the doubt. Now, to be fair to Lamar, Peyton still had access to being top 5, top 3, if not top 2. A lot of the conversation around Peyton Manning was kind of simple. You don't have access to being better than Brady until you stop the silliness and stop the foolishness. I think my biggest issue with Lamar right now today is akin to James Harden, but it can be kind of quantified better, is where I go into games wondering if the other team gets 21-24, is this game over? That's my biggest concern right now. I know Quincy said that's a John Harbaugh problem, and the fun thing for this year is we get to figure out if it's a John Harbaugh problem. Because Harbaugh ain't there no more. Harbaugh's gone. You know, we don't know if Jesse Minter is better than Harbaugh, granted, fair. But I do feel as if my biggest complaint with Lamar Jackson is I just wonder if you get into a situation where a team scores 28, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, because again, we've seen teams win, we've seen quarterbacks win shootout in the playoffs. If it comes down to that time where you have to win a shootout, can I trust you to do that? Right now, as it stands, you haven't beat anybody that scored over 21 points. To me, that creates a concern of, can you do it? Not to say that you can't, but can you do it if called upon? My biggest gripe is I want to know, and when you and Quincy go, and you can also answer too, Brizo, because I don't want us to keep going in the circle to a degree. What constitutes a bad playoff game to you guys? Because see, what we could be running into, we just have different standards. Because I kind of brought it up earlier in the chat, T. I know for you, the Mark Andrews thing is a real big thing where that's Mark Andrews' fault. He didn't catch the ball. From my perspective, even going way back to Stafford, when my quarterback makes mistakes to put me in that position, I have always taken the position, if you put us in the hole, you better get us out, and how we don't get out, I am putting on you. Now, that's going to be subjective. That's going to be opinionated. That's going to be the standard that you hold in terms for a quarterback in general. So that's why I say, from my perspective, and even in the inverse, if there's a situation where Lamar Jackson puts a team up and it's like 1 minute left, and if there's a playoff game like that where Lamar Jackson put a team up, 1 minute left, even if he played bad, but he had the game-winning drive, well, I got news for the defense. That's your responsibility. In the last 2, if you get up or if you down, the responsibility falls on whichever unit and has to kind of put this game away or win the game. So just simply for me, man, because I know Quincy got something to say, just simply for me, I need to be able to trust Lamar to win a game where a team scores over 21 points. That's my concern here today. We're going to figure that out with Jesse Minter, or maybe we don't figure it out with Jesse Minter because he has great defense. So I need you to just win these games. Also, when you have these turnovers early in the game and you already know y'all can't score, you already know you can't score like you need to score. Stop turning.
All right.
Quincy fighting for his life over there.
Yeah, they really do. But let me see if you want to go. Hey, Q.
Got a little guess here. I'm sorry. All right, I'm gonna keep this short and simple. All right. First and foremost, let's bring up what Gino just said, because he answered it perfectly. First and foremost, what constitutes a bad game, right? Because, like Brizo said that when he brought up the 175 yard passing, 100+ yard rushing game, right? good pass completion percentage, everything. He called it a decent game for Lamar. He didn't say it was a good game. He said it was what you said, Breezo, a decent game. It was like you're not gonna say it was a great game, which it is a great game. That's a great game for any quarterback.
Yeah, that's a great game for any quarterback, but not a unanimous MVP by
But
his standard.
And that's the issue.
By his standard,
the issue right there.
I can only judge you off your standard, though, bro.
One thing that I've noticed with fans, NFL fans, and the media, we hold Lamar Jackson to a higher standard than we do most quarterbacks. We hold Lamar to a higher standard than we do Josh Allen. And if you want to sit here and tell me I'm lying, look at what just happened when Josh Allen had what was it, 4 or 5 turnovers? That right? Am I tripping? When he just had 4 or 5 turnovers that game
against Buffalo? Against the Broncos.
Against Denver,
and what was the first thing we saw everybody go online and do? Oh, but that's all I kept seeing. I'm not talking about just fans. I'm talking about talking heads, people who have the ability to go and vote for MVP.
You're right, because I remember watching Marcus Spears and these dudes make excuses. I remember.
Everybody went. That was the first thing they did because they were big up in Josh Allen before that game. And when he had them turnovers, everybody and their mama went on Twitter. Oh, but they went on TV. But that's all I kept hearing. Any other quarterback, if that was Lamar Jackson, they'd be calling for his head. Hey, the Ravens got to trade him. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Hey, they gotta get rid of him.
Come on, you dragging it out.
No, he's not dragging.
You dragging it. Come on, bro. Nobody said trade. Come on, bro.
No. There was actual speculation last season
that there was speculation. There was even gonna resign him when he was a free agent.
That's not just gibberish.
I'm lying.
Yeah, right.
I'm lying.
Yeah.
Ryan. Time out.
Yeah.
I remember vividly on Monday Night Football, Ryan Clark, Marcus Spears, and I forgot the white dude name. But they were on Monday Night Football talking about whether or not the Ravens should just move off of Lamar and just start Tyler Huntley for the rest of the season. They literally, this was a literal talking point.
That was a talking point on a national TV show.
What are we doing here, bro? What are we doing here, bro?
We don't even got to go.
That's what they were saying.
When Lamar was a free agent, they was legit talking about, we think the Ravens should move on. There were people talking and saying, we think they should move on.
Come on.
Because of his playoff downfalls, right? Because he was losing games. Oh yeah. He asked for too much money.
Come on.
There were teams coming out saying they weren't going to offer him a contract, point blank, period.
Come on, man.
So let's not act like we don't hold Lamar Jackson to a higher standard than we do Josh Allen. Yes, we absolutely do, and that's okay. Josh Allen is the golden boy. Josh Allen got that here nigga damn MVP because that's what it was. We ain't gotta sit here and lie. That's exactly what that MVP was. A here nigga damn award because they kept crying for him. They kept making excuses for him. And it was here you go. You know, you deserve it. That's all that was. All right. But we hold Lamar Jackson to a higher standard than we do Josh Allen. So I'm gonna just start off by saying that. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm gonna start off by saying that. Now, let's go to the Kansas City game because we all love talking about the Kansas City game, right? Be honest. Kansas City was ranked number 2 defense. Yes, Baltimore was ranked number 1. But what people don't like to bring up is the fact that the Ravens had 8 penalties that game. What? What? I'm lying?
So now we speaking on discipline now. Because penalties are discipline.
Our wins a team stat or a QB stat?
Penalties are disciplinary.
Our wins and losses a team stat or a QB stat?
Penalties are a disciplinary issue. But get to the point.
All right. You talked about abandoning the run. That's not Lamar Jackson's call. That's the head coach, John Harbaugh, who we've seen do it multiple. That wasn't the first time. It wasn't the last. He's done it every single season when it came down to big games, and Derrick Henry would have 230 yards at halftime. For whatever reason, John Harbaugh don't want to run the ball anymore. All right, we've seen it. I don't know why we acting like this is not stuff that it's a pattern. We've seen it. What's up?
Everybody to blame.
Hold on, Breezo. Hold. Just one quick. I ain't trying to make you lose your train of thought, Quincy. I just got one question. for you, just one direct question for you. What is the one playoff game that you feel like is bad Lamar Jackson? Or do you feel like there is none?
There is. That's why I said at the beginning of this, when Breezo first asked me, right?
Mm-hmm.
When Breezo first asked me, he said, what he said, do I think Lamar Jackson is a playoff dropper, right? That's what you said, right? Or do I hold Lamar to that title? And I said, absolutely. Lamar Jackson has not had nothing but great or good playoff games. He's had bad playoff games. All quarterbacks have had bad playoff games. I'm not going to say
all quarterbacks. Let's stick to Lamar. Let's stick
to
Lamar.
No, I'm just saying. But if you want me to name just one off the top of my head, right?
Yeah.
Let's go back to the Kansas City. No, I'm sorry, not the Kansas City game, because I actually got the games popped up right here on my screen. Let's go back to the Tennessee game.
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee game was pretty. It was pretty mid.
Which
one touchdown, 2 interceptions. Back in 2020.
Okay.
The AFC divisional game. He had 1 touchdown, two interceptions. He almost threw less than 50% of it. He almost completed less than 50% of his passes.
49.8.
That's a bad game.
Compared to what though?
That's a bad game, period. What you
mean?
Listen,
the reason it gets highlighted,
period.
The reason it gets highlighted, Quincy, is because you went the whole season and you completed 66% of your passes.
And
you
I really
Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers territory, and you hit the playoffs and you dropped to 49.8.
Brees, I understand that. I understand that. But what I'm saying is,
if he's a victim of anything, he's a victim of his own greatness. If Lamar Jackson was Justin Fields in the regular season, him throwing 49.8, cool. My nigga,
it's not cool. That's my point. It's still a bad game.
Bro, but
it's still a bad game.
This is the point. You're saying we hold him to outrageous standards. We hold him to the unanimous MVP. We hold him to the 2-time MVP. We hold him to the guy that completes 66, 67% of passes. That's what we hold him to.
And my point with that is we don't hold Josh Allen to the same standards. We do not. That's a fact. Because this whole conversation started because it was Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson, right? That's why we sitting here talking about this. We do not hold Josh Allen to the same standards. The NFL changed the rules because they lost to the Chiefs in OT. Am I lying? No, it's documented. They went and changed the rules for him. He is the golden boy, and he gets certain leeway, point blank period, when he has his stinkers, and that's a fact. That's the truth. All right, I'm not gonna sit here and go back and forth. Oh, Lamar Jackson is a great quarterback in the playoffs. No, but we talking about that Kansas City game. Zay Flowers fumbles it in their end zone. He fumbles it in the end zone. That would have put them up. I'm sorry. That would have tied it, I think. I'm drawing blanks. I don't remember exactly.
They would have been down. They would have been down too.
But that screwed them. That messed them up. Because what happened right after that? They lose the possession, right? Mm-hmm. Chiefs get the ball. They drive it down the field. They put some points on the board. The Ravens get the ball back. Justin Tucker kicks a field goal. So they're losing momentum off these little things. Penalties matter. They absolutely do matter. When you got your guys, yeah, it's a lack of discipline. Absolutely. I'm not gonna sit here and make excuses, but same thing. When you got guys in your team making bullheaded decisions, that's especially in the playoffs when it matters, that's also messing up. He had a great game in Kansas City, barring that stupid boneheaded fumble. He had a good game.
So Quincy, again, what you're doing is you're putting on a cape for Lamar because now you're saying penalties fucked up the momentum, and he had a good game. Bro, it sounds like it's everybody else's fault. It's everybody else's fault.
Let me intervene, man, because I hear a lot of yacht and larpers right now. So first and foremost, I strongly disagree with everybody here. I don't think Lamar played a bad game in 2020 at all. I think he played a damn good game. The numbers, completion percentages, I get it. It don't look good, but this goes back to what I've always said. You have to actually watch the fucking games.
I watched the game. I don't think he played good.
All right, listen. again, when you go back and look at the game, you go back and see that the Ravens set the record for the most drop passes in a playoff game with 12. That's not hyperbole. That's not hyperbole. That's not an exaggeration. That's a literal fact. So a part of the reason why the nigga has a below 50% completion percentage is because his receivers quite literally were not catching the ball.
I agree with you there. I agree with you there.
That's one. Two, he went for 508 yards total himself, despite the fact his receivers, his playmakers, quite literally were god awful that game. So we're sitting here, we're saying this is a bad playoff game by Lamar Jackson standards.
This is the Tennessee game, right?
Yeah, with the 3 turnovers.
And listen, if you want to say the turnovers and completion percentage results a bad game, by all means. But don't tell me it's because the completion percentage was low and because they didn't win the game and he couldn't be the team that scored more than 10 points and put 10 points on the board when we seen the offense, the skill positions be terrible that game and the defense was god awful. Derrick Henry had a career night that night. So then you flip and we turn around. Let's go to the
that was 2021 or 2022.
That was 2020. But we turn around, we go visit the Kansas City Chiefs game. Now this to me is a bad Lamar Jackson game. That was not a good game in my estimate, in my opinion, because he did. From what I see, he didn't look comfortable in the pocket. He looked antsy. He looked like a guy that was a deer in headlights. On honesty, he missed on throws. He was long on them.
Okay,
I believe that was not a good game by his standard. However, with all that being said, we still have to acknowledge the fact that they only ran the ball 4 times in the second half. That's not on Lamar Jackson. That's on coaching. That's on Todd Monken and John Harbaugh. And then we have to turn around and also say, when they are in opportune times to actually close the gap or potentially tie the game, your best playmaker on the offensive side of the ball for you at the receiver position fumbles the ball in the end zone. So now all momentum is lost, and the Chiefs go down the field to get a field goal. So now it's just that much more difficult to win the game. And then when it comes down to Josh Allen specifically in these comparisons to Lamar Jackson, my only thing is this. If we're going to sit here and we're going to say these things about Lamar, cool beans. We're going to go through the playoff games. I'm gonna name the last 3, their numbers in their last 3 playoff appearances, total games. Josh Allen had 5 games versus Lamar. No, Josh Allen had 7 games versus Lamar Jackson's 5. So Josh Allen in these same games, the 69.6 completion percentage, pretty damn good. 264 yards per game. That's passing. 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 7 fumbles, and a 101.1 rating with 7 rushing touchdowns. I mean, that's pretty damn good when you look at the touchdowns and yards and shit. But he has 9 turnovers. So then let's flip to Lamar. Again, this is the last time these dudes, last 3 playoff appearances. Lamar Jackson, 67.4 completion percentage, 233 yards per game, 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 3 fumbles, 3 rushing touchdowns, and a 107.3 rating. So when we talking about these dudes and we looking at these numbers, we looking at these games, we're talking about these instances between them, and we turn around and now the standard is Lamar isn't doing X, Y, and Z because he simply cannot beat these teams when they reach certain points in the game with totals, whatever the case may be, buzzy, but ignore all context that gets you there. Like, just like what people were saying last year when they lost to the Bears in the playoffs. And I get it, you may not harp on the drop that Mark Andrews had in the game. I strongly disagree. Matter of fact, I'll take it a step further. I vehemently disagree. Because when you at the 2 fucking yard line, I get you down the field. Facts. We 2 points away from tying the game.
Hold on.
And my tight end.
Hold on.
Huh?
Hold on. I got an issue with Quincy and his I know Quincy. When I would use that same thing against Matthew Stafford, there would be somebody saying, "Oh yeah, you right." So I'm just not you, Tavares, but Quincy, you be careful saying facts. You specifically. Hold on now. Go ahead, T. My bad, bro.
No, I'm just saying, like, at some point, bro, we gotta say that the playmakers on the field are also failing. If you want to say Lamar Jackson is coming up short, cool, I agree. Because like I just said, I think he played a bad game against the Chiefs. But also, I don't think he played that bad of a game against the Titans, like how we just, you feel me, flip-flop basically. And I agree, he has to be better. No doubt in my mind about it. But we can't sit here and turn around and say Lamar has to be better in these playoff games, in these playoff series, or not series, but these playoff games, and then sit here and say Josh Allen or whoever else you want to name, with Josh Allen comparison right now, is playing well, but we see him literally put his team in detrimental situations as well. To me, it just does not make sense. Because yes, the playoff numbers look better overall, but when you look back at who these dudes have been these last 3 years when they've been in the playoffs, they've been eerily similar and close to each other.
So, yeah, go ahead, please.
Before we move on, this 2021 game where you said they were dropping passes and the record setting all this shit, right?
Yeah.
The only way I would
2020,
I had to really go back and look at this because I remember it vividly. And they were in Tennessee, right?
No.
Where were they?
That was in Baltimore.
Yeah.
The weather was perfect. So if you want to say they were dropping passes, I could easily say Lamar was throwing some bullshit out there.
Oh my God,
bro!
Okay. See, this is
bro.
shit I'm talking about.
I'm gonna be real. If it was raining, if it was snowing,
shit I'm talking about.
If it was army,
shit I'm talking about. Now, wait, hold on, Gino, look, Gino. You see how we went from saying he completed 49% to now he must have been throwing ducks out there. It can't never just be the niggas wasn't playing good.
Bro,
it can't never be that. It gotta be because Lamar did something wrong.
It's the same way you just said.
Crazy to me, bro.
It's the same way you just said. He looked bad because they set a record dropping passes, bro. But it takes an accurate.
That's not the same at all. If a receiver's not catching the ball, Breeze, they're not having a good game.
Bro,
like, what are we saying?
Listen, it takes either a super accurate pass or stupendous hands to catch a ball.
So you telling me the whole game the niggas was out there throwing ducks? That's why niggas led the league and passes for the playoffs.
Terrible hands. It could be great passes and terrible hands. It could be good hands and it could be bad passes. Point is, you saying, his completion percentage was bad because they was dropping shit. I said, you know what? Let me go think. Let me go check the weather. Because if it's raining, logically, you're going to drop the ball. If it's snowing and your hand's getting wet, you're going to drop the ball. If it's Armageddon.
They wasn't catching because the boys was sorry, bro. Lamar had terrible receivers.
Like, bro, like this.
When I go look at the weather report, and it said the weather report was perfect. No wind, no nothing. Bro, that leaves
Gino, I just want you to be honest, Gino. Have we ever heard that nigga Breeze ever make that reasoning for why niggas are dropping passes? Ever? Have we ever heard that nigga say that?
No, because you have, like you said, you have
Gino. Gino, please just be honest. Just be honest. Have we ever, whenever we ever discuss receivers dropping passes, has this nigga ever came on here and said the quarterback must be throwing?
I ain't gonna be my argument today.
Like, come on, bro. That's why I had to go. Like, come on, bro. This is exactly why Q said what he just said. Y'all niggas hold this nigga
to a different standard.
Like, bro, what you just said is crazy, bro.
To the narrative that y'all saying is everybody else fault. Lamar completion.
I didn't say it was everybody else. I gave the literal fact. The literal fact is these niggas set a record for the most drop passes in the playoff game. That's a literal fact.
Because of this. This happened because of this. So okay, cool. Let me go look. Let me go see.
So because it was sunny outside, that means niggas could catch the football. Okay? Like, what are you talking about, bro?
You see what I'm saying?
I had to go check.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Gino, the nigga ain't look at the film. The nigga went to check the weather that day. Like, come on,
bro. We hold them to a different standard. That's
what was going on,
just proved my point in real time.
What was going on, bro?
Breeze, you know ball better than that, bro.
60-something percentage. It's the same exact nigga, 60-something completion percentage. His team going to the playoffs. Now they can't catch the ball. Oh, nah, they just asked that day. Lamar not
asked that day.
Lamar wasn't asked that day.
Man, hey, listen, if we bring it up weather conditions to why a nigga was asked and he had to.
So Lamar couldn't be asked that day. So two
done
things
talking,
can
bro.
be true though.
I'm
Lamar
done
can be
talking,
asked
bro.
today in the
I
receiving.
see we gonna get any reason to why it's everyone but and Lamar. But
Yeah, let
why
me.
everyone else ain't
Like,
at
bro,
fault,
we
but it's got to
saying,
be
bro,
Lamar.
y'all just saying no, bro.
Okay.
When you say, "Oh, these niggas dropping off the passes, they not catching
No,
what
but
Lamar."
Breeze, you literally just sat up here and said
It's the
out your
same
mouth,
nigga,
man. Let me go check the weather, bro. 'Cause this
bro.
nigga must have been
That's
throwing
crazy.
ducks out there, brother. What?
Bro,
What?
this the
What the
same,
fuck?
bro. No,
That was the
bro,
first
this
thing that
the
came to your
same
mind.
nigga throwing 66%. Aaron Rodgers,
Hey,
Drew Brees
man.
type shit. Now he
Hey,
throw
Hey,
hey,
50%.
man.
hey,
Oh,
I'm just
let me.
saying, bro.
the
That's the first
receivers,
thing that
the,
came to
rec-
mind when we
the
said
receivers left
niggas was
the
dropping
receivers
passes
left their
and
hands
had the
in the
most drops in a game. Then, hey, bro, you got it, bro. You
Hey,
receivers
couldn't.
left their
You
hands
not gonna
in the
move
game.
this,
off of it, so
Mind
it's
you, it's the
cool.
same
It's
nigga.
cool.
this got to
66%
be clip,
pass
man. This
completion
got to be a
percentage.
clip.
Like, come on,
This
man.
ain't a clip, man. I'm disappointed.
This
Cut it
nigga
out.
really sat up here and said it's
Cut it
because
out.
let me go check the weather, bro. Like he
I had to
Let
must
go
have
me.
been doing
I said,
that.
let me go check the weather, bro.
Man,
Because
get the fuck out of here,
it
man.
gotta be something, bro. It
Fuck
gotta
out.
be.
Hey,
Hey,
hold on.
man.
Let me say. Let me
The
let me
way
say this.
Lamar can do no wrong in y'all
Man,
eyes, bro.
no one said that, nigga. But
Nah,
you out
bro,
here talking
nah,
about
bro.
the climate and
Bro,
shit. What the fuck?
Quincy just sat here and said penalties is the reason why Lamar Jackson couldn't get momentum.
Hold on.
This
Let
and
me.
this and this. Not once did Quincy say, you know what? Lamar was just asked that day. He said,
But
no.
first of all,
You didn't say that.
I
Quincy
just
said,
sat here and said Lamar had a bad game against the
bro,
Chiefs.
Quincy didn't say that. Quincy just hopped on and then went to the Old Town Road. Quincy just out of hand with it, bro. The niggas say everything. Oh well, the defense this and this happened and Lamar did this, but this happened and penalties caused this and this. And bro, Quincy is completely
Hey,
Lamar
Breeze,
Jackson criticism, bro.
Breezo, Breezo.
Completely.
Hey, Breezo.
Nah, bro.
Hey,
I had to go check, bro. It was sunny,
Breezo.
beautiful weather.
Breezo.
It was sunny, beautiful
Breeze.
That
weather.
nigga said he
What
had to
the
get
Breeze.
thing
checked
going
out.
on, bro? Hey,
Hey,
Oh
man.
my god.
Lamar was just throwing some bullshit out there, bro.
Nah.
You got that because from the weather report, huh?
I had to go check
Not
the weather.
watching the actual game.
Hey,
I had to go
Breezo,
see what was going on, bro.
Hey,
Nah,
Breezo, we gonna need them clips of that, bro. Like,
bro. I had to go pull the weather.
I,
This
yeah, well, let
nigga
me.
said I had to go pull the weather. He
I had
ain't
to
say
go
I
pull the
pulled the
weather
tape.
report, bro.
I pulled the film. I pulled up the game. I
I
had to
had to
go
go
pull
pull the
up
weather
the
report,
weather.
bro.
Hey,
I had
but hey, real quick though. Let me say this, Tavares. I wanted to go.
Boy.
I wanted to go.
Boys out the mud, boy. We got breathe, boy.
nah, bro. Son got
What the fuck
gotta
was
give,
that?
man.
Go ahead, Gino. My bad.
Yeah, let me say this. I wanted to go back. I wanted to go. I know Quincy said he had to go run and do something. I think for me, I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna go as far as you, Breezo, with the weather report, but I will go here with the presidents of Peyton Manning when we talk about context. Just real
Oh
quick.
my god.
Next topic. Back when Peyton Manning was having his issues, there was a thing of, to be fair to Peyton, there was no contest given until he won a championship. Now, I understand that people feel like Josh Allen is not Tom Brady to create those conditions. That is fair. My thing with Josh Allen, the reason why I'm high on Josh Allen T is real simple. Right now, because if it was my team and I was Buffalo and my guy had 8 playoff wins, the other guys 3, and we were rivals, I wouldn't be extending a grace to that rival to that degree.
They shouldn't. I
You get
mean,
what
never.
I'm saying? Like, so that's why from my perspective, 8 playoff wins at one point, 29 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Like, you did a lot of good work. You did a lot of good work for me to give you the benefit of the doubt. What I think that we should all agree to moving forward is, and right here, right now, moving on from John Harbaugh. I don't know how many quarterbacks and offensive coordinators any quarterback can expect to get. Whatever is going on this year or this time period with Jesse Minter, Lamar Jackson has to figure it out. Or you do become like James Harden, where it's like, okay, you did this with the Rockets, then you did, and obviously Lamar's not changing teams, but the concept would be you're changing coaches, offensive coordinators, and we reached a point with James Harden where it was like, James, it's you. It's you at this point, James. So I feel like with Jesse Minter, whoever Jesse Minter brings in, this 2 to 3 year period, again, I'm really not asking Lamar Jackson to win a championship. Winning a championship is extremely hard, bro. We forget how hard it is to win a championship. I am just asking Lamar Jackson to be his best self. And if you end up if Lamar Jackson gets in a 44 to 41 shootout, I have nothing to say. You put up 41 points in the shootout. Like, I have nothing to say unless your name is Dak Prescott. Then I got something to say. But if you're Lamar Jackson, you get in the shootout. If you're Lamar Jackson and you get in the conference championship multiple times, I just want you to be your best self. Because all I'm going to say is there is a stretch to me where Josh Allen can point and say in the playoffs, whether it's a 2, 3, 4 game stretch, I was my best self. And my best self might not be good enough to win a championship, but I was my best self. And I feel like Lamar, you just had to give me a little bit more of that because Josh Allen can point to at least a couple games and say, I don't know if you have a game like this. I legitimately don't know if you have a game at this level that I played and it didn't win a championship. And maybe neither one of y'all are good enough to win a championship. We also got to consider that because winning championships are hard. But for me and Lamar, hey, man, you got Jesse Minter, John Harbaugh out the door. If you still have problems, you know how this go, T. You still have problems. I don't really care who you are. If Peyton Manning would have continued to have problems, Marvin dropping passes, Robert Freeney being fat, whatever was going on.
Who the fuck is Robert Freeney, bro?
Robert, yeah. We'd have been sitting
mixed up both on Robert Mathis, Dwight Freeney.
We'd have been sitting here 10 years later saying, hey, man, that's a you problem. To be fair, if Matthew Stafford never gets out of Detroit, the book on Stafford would have been, hey, bro, that's a you problem. Whatever context it would have been 10 to 15 years from now, that's a you problem. So I hope for Lamar Jackson, hey, man, all I'm asking, be your best self. Championships are hard. And to be honest, when it comes between you and Josh, the definitive answer is whoever win the championship first or whoever win the most of them. At the end of the day, as crazy as it is, as much as I don't feel like Lamar has played good in the playoffs, you win that first championship before Burrow and before Josh Allen, there's no conversation at that point, bro. And that's all either three of them have to do.
Hey, and before you take off, T, let's just keep it context here, bro. I do think Lamar is the most gifted quarterback of all time, from athleticism to, just as a total quarterback, bro. The only reason I'm so hard on Lamar Jackson is because his greatness. He set the bar that high. You don't become a unanimous MVP just out there just dicking around being garbage, bro. You don't. You don't become a 2-time MVP and set completion percentage records and have the touchdown to interception ratios that he's had just bullshitting out there. So I don't want people to think I just hate Lamar Jackson.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That clown kind of crazy though.
Say it again.
That weather thing was kind of crazy though, bro.
No, I had to check, bro. I had to check. Bro. I had to go look. I had to look. Is it raining? Is it snowing?
That was the worst talking. That was the worst talking point that boy ever made in his life.
Hey, nah, bro. I had to go check, bro. But anyway, outside of that, bro, like I said, I'm a Peyton Manning guy. I seen a bunch of games where Peyton did some good. Defense failed us. I seen games where Peyton failed us. The narrative was there. It was going to stay there until he got to that Super Bowl and he won. I was there at the Super Bowl in 2006. It was pouring down. It felt like a hurricane out there. I was scared out my mind, too, because if he failed this time, bro, it was it. That was it. All them MVPs, it wouldn't mean
hurricane.
Bro, I swear to God, bro, it was pouring like a motherfucker out there, bro. I got pneumonia. Like, it was that bad, bro. Like, if he didn't pull it off that game, bro, that was it, man. And it was a complete team effort. But, bro, if he sunk the ship that game, it was over. 9 times out of 10, they would have had to blow the team up, bro, because it was no coming back from that, bro. It wasn't.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, Breeze. I've definitely heard people say snow is an issue. It's the first time in my life of just a clear day is an issue. No,
I had to make sure. No. I think that was the point I made. I said, bro, when I said I had to go check the weather, I had to check to see, was it raining, was it snowing, or something. I didn't say the sun was the issue.
Oh, okay.
I had to go check and see, like, was it raining? Was it?
He went to check the weather, just to come to the conclusion. Oh, Lamar must have been throwing bullshit out there.
He had to be a combination of both.
He didn't go look. He didn't go look at the film. He didn't go watch the game.
Because look,
man, like it was a sunny day. Lamar must have been on bullshit.
Like I said, bro, if he was Justin Fields in the regular season,
come on, bro.
Like I said, that year, 66% completion. If he was Justin Fields in the regular season, cool. I can understand,
bro. Like, but how do you go from saying, okay, the nigga ain't complete nearly 20% of his usual, so it's a problem. I come back there and say, well, niggas had the most drops in the playoff game. Man, that nigga was out there throwing dust, bro. The weather said it was.
I said, bro, it had to be. I did not say the receivers didn't fail him, But I'm saying, bro, the way you made it seem like, oh nah, bro, it's no
The
way.
way I made it seem is what happened.
Bro,
The nigga set the record
to be,
for
bro. It
most
had to
drops
be
in a
some
playoff
bad
game.
throws out there. It had to be something, bro. It had to be
It
something.
had to be something. The receivers are dropping the ball. That's what it was.
So Lamar Jackson couldn't have thrown no bad passes out there.
I never said he couldn't have thrown a bad pass.
And
what
that
I'm
was
saying
my
is
whole
you're
point,
not
bro.
getting the most drop passes in a game because you're just throwing nothing but ducks. That's your receivers not doing their job.
Bro,
you talking about this niggas out there throwing the prime Andre Johnson and Calvin Johnson. He had Hollywood Brown. He had Willie Snead, and he had whoever the fuck else.
And just like you told me, Justin Herbert with them season when he putting up 5,000 yards, he had them bums out there. He had them bums when he was throwing 66%. So, like I said, it could have been.
You're right. He had them same bums, but the difference is, I didn't see Lamar literally shit down his leg a 25-point lead. That's the difference.
My whole point. The way I said, okay, Justin Herbert ain't never have this. You said nah, but when he was putting 5,000 yards, he had this. Now, when when Lamar goes out there and with these bums and he throwing 48, 49%, but he throwing 66 in the regular season, it could be a combination of both. I just had to check. I had to say, you know what? Let me check the weather.
But what did you check? You checked the weather, bro.
I had to check. Like, what was it? I would have said if it was raining.
What the fuck that got to do?
Because if it was raining, I would have said, you know what? I ain't even gonna blame Lamar because it's hard as fuck.
Hey man.
In the snow, it's hard to grip a ball in the snow. Hell, if it was Armageddon, you can't see an Armageddon. You're probably throwing ducks. But if it's clear as hell that day, bro, it's something. It's something.
Hey man, okay. That's nasty work, man. But hey, let's move off into the next topic, man. What happened, Gino?
I know. I said yeah.
Let's move off into the next topic. I want to revisit this KD discussion because I think, for whatever reason, KD gets a lot of benefit of the doubt, and he gets pass after pass for whatever reason. I'm gonna just open the floor with this, and y'all feel however y'all feel. But Kevin Durant does shrink in the playoffs. I believe he has since he's been out of Golden State, and you can pull up multiple occasions what he has with OKC. He can pull up a lot of great. You also pull up a lot of bad. That's the problem. And my issue with KD is simple. If you're not the 1A, 1B situation, you're not this superstar player that many people have pointed you to be. And superstar talent, superstar, you feel me, skill set, the superstar player and the resume, no. I mean, I get he's an MVP, league-leading scorer, arguably the greatest scorer the game's ever seen. When it comes to these playoffs, when it comes to the postseason, when it comes to these need-to-have-it moments, he's not the same guy. That's not me operating just off of what I believe. That's literally proven in the games and in the statistics. So whoever want to go first, man, go ahead. But I got more.
Let me start this off because y'all know we team Katie over here. All right. So let's nip that in the bud. Let me ask you this. What do you mean? What do you mean by since he left Golden State, he hasn't been you got to expand on that because
literally he's a loser. I mean, he had his run with the Nets when they lost to the Bucks. Cool, he played well towards the end of that game. I believe it was Game 7 they went into.
Yeah, Game 7.
He went to overtime and didn't even get a bucket, bro. I'm not asking this man to be anything that he has not shown to be already. Go out there and be the Slim Reaper, the guy who can score on all three levels with ease, the guy who got us into the overtime period in the first place. Go out and make a basket. You can't give me that. I mean, I'm not asking you to go out there and drop 20 in overtime. I'm asking you to get on the board and give us a chance to win the game. I can't get that from you.
So let's go past the Brooklyn Nets. I'm looking at Phoenix Suns up until now. Forget the Brooklyn Nets era because that's been talked about ever since he left Golden State. Everybody likes to bring up his
history. Yeah.
Everybody likes to bring up the Nets. All right. So we can go past the Nets. That's a whole different debate. Let's look at Phoenix Suns and the one game he played with the Houston Rockets. Katie, when you look at his last 15 games, I went up, I looked at his averages, his last 15 playoff games. He's averaged 28 points, 7, almost 8 rebounds, 4.5 assists,
Mm.
so 1 block, shooting 47 from field goal and 34.5 from the 3-point line. 61% true shooting. Kevin Durant has been great in the playoffs since he's left the Golden State Warriors.
Q, 1 second. Would you say that's just typical Kevin Durant? See me, I don't think he's been great.
Gosh, we gotta chill with the holding them to
no, bro. I'm not saying no. T told me he was a dropper. I say he's just been Kevin Durant. That's just
absolutely,
bro. I didn't say he was a dropper. I just say he's just been Kevin Durant, bro. But at that point, when you leave Golden State, you have to be more than Kevin Durant, bro.
But here's the issue and I feel like a lot of people have, I guess, kind of forgot. KD, number one, he's aging. Number two, he came off the worst injury any basketball player could ever have, which was that Achilles tear.
So what happened with OKC then?
What do you mean what happened with OKC?
When they blew the 3-1 lead.
My gosh. But you see,
no.
We bring up that one series. That one series.
No, now it's just
He's
one
been
series.
great in OKC. What do you mean not just one series? KD been in the NBA since what, 2007, 2008. It took the media and basketball fans 8 years to pick at him for that one series. And yes, he played terrible. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, he was good. He choked. Him and Westbrook, they choked. Point blank, period. There's no excuse for being up 3-1 and you can't win one game. No excuse. All right. I don't care if you go out there. You got to go out there and average 50, 60 points, shooting 50, 60% from the field for me to say, okay, yeah, you ain't choked. That was the team. They choked. You look at his numbers. You look at his field goal percentage. You look at his effort, period. They choked. I'm going to give you that. But when I'm
that, but keep going, bro.
It's more than okay, but tell me what is it? Because I'm giving you the numbers. We watch the games.
Nah,
Kevin Durant has been great in the playoffs. He has. He's been great in the playoffs. Has he won? Has he won anything meaningful since leaving Golden State? No, he has not. Two things can be true.
Okay, so I go, Gino. Before I rebuttal, what you got, Gino? You got anything?
Yeah, I say this, man. This is how I look at it. I feel like in this era of the NBA, especially with these guys running around trying to create contenders on the fly. Yeah, if you walk away with no championship, you can play great. But like
it's a bust season. I agree. I already know where you're going.
Yeah, because look, if I'm Brooklyn and you getting Kyrie and you getting James Harden, hey, bro, where's my championship? Like if I'm Phoenix, where is my championship? Now again, I don't really like Houston, obviously, you know what I'm saying. But if I'm Houston, I'm not gonna lie, Jalen Green is trash. I mean, that's an addition by subtraction. But I'm just saying, Quincy, and I think T is gonna kind of go into it more. I feel like when these Dame Lillard running to Milwaukee, like where is my championship? So what I'm looking at is when these dudes go and create these instant championship teams, to me, you got to do more than just play great. Where is my championship?
I mean, at that point, though, the question is, what more can you do? Because if you're telling me I got to do more than average damn near 30, 8 and 5 while shooting 50%, damn near 50% from the field, what more? What? You're holding me to unrealistic standards. What more great can I do at that point?
Yeah, I would say, and now we're gonna get into the subjective for a minute. I would say this, Quincy. Me personally, I wonder. I'm gonna do it like this. We've all worked jobs before, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there are some people who are amazing at their job, but if they came to me and asked me, I need you to do a little bit more to help me, I would say, yeah, I'm clocking out, homie. Have a good day. And then there are other people that can come and say, Gino, I need just one more hour to help me get this report done. I got you, bro. I feel as if Kevin Durant is such a hoop first dude that when maybe he picked people who, for whatever reason, don't want to do more with him. I don't feel like Kevin Durant can get. I don't believe he's that leader that can get that sacrifice from other players. And again, this is subjective because I don't know Kevin Durant, but from the outside looking in, I feel like Kevin Durant. You can't ask him to quote unquote statistically do more Quincy, but I do wonder if he's that guy at work that you just look at like, damn, he is a great worker, but he's not my leader.
He can't rally guys behind him, and I agree.
Yeah,
I don't disagree with that at all. We saw it when he went to the Warriors. No. Listen, bro, we're all competitive guys in here. That's why we were on this podcast even talking about this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I would have never done what Kevin Durant would have did. I would have never done that. You know what I'm saying? 100%. I don't disagree with it. I don't disagree with it. I'm not running to the ops. I'm not running to a team I just lost to go and win the chip. All right. I'm not going recruiting guys every offseason to go and win a chip. All right. Especially when I hear all the noise. That I can't lead. I'm not a winner. Yes, Kevin Durant is not that person. He's not that guy that you're gonna go to and say, hey, I need you to really rally the team behind you. I need you to be the vocal. I need you to be that locker room presence. I need you to get the young guys behind you. I need you to get Draymond Green in order. He's not that type of guy that you're gonna go to get that stuff done. I don't disagree with that. But the way I took the question that T asked was Kevin Durant is a loser. The way that I see that now, can we say that he has a loser's mentality? Absolutely, he does. But to just blatantly call a man a loser again, just look at this. The last game they played against me, and I love bringing up this game because a lot of people said the same thing when he lost in Phoenix in the last playoff game in Phoenix. And they got rid of him the following season. He demanded out. He wanted out. It was against the Timberwolves. In Minnesota, they got they got swept. Mm-hmm. That last game, he dropped 33 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. He shot 70% from the field. Mm. What more? You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. What more do you want me to do? I can go tell Devin Booker, hey, bro, come on. I'm dying out here. But that comes down to Devin Booker. And that comes down to DeAndre Ayton. That comes down to these guys to, hey, bro. I'm sorry, Ayton wasn't on the team, but that comes down to these guys to be like, hey, we gotta really rally behind this guy. 33 points, 70% from the field, bro. At what point does the team look at it and be like, hey, we got to really, or the coach, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we got to really rally behind our guy. Now, does he have, again, I'm going to say this, the last thing I'm going to say as far as topic goes, does he have a loser's mentality? Absolutely. I'm not going to disagree with nobody. I could come here and talk about he's mentally weak. He picks the wrong guys. He lacks good judgment. Absolutely. I'm not going to disagree with y'all. But to blatantly call a man a loser? Come on, dog. Come on, bro.
Let me say this. Let me say this then to expand on why I say what I say. Firstly, I'm saying he's a loser by the standard that you all and many have said that he has set to be this superstar, unquestionably top 2 player in the league for more than a decade. If that's the standard and that's where he is, he's a loser because he has not lived up to what that is. The unquestionable second best player in the league behind arguably only the greatest basketball player that ever played a game of basketball needs to be able to prove that he can put together a team and clear as day, not join the organization or a team that's already had success and has been, one of the more successful franchises the last 3 years before he gets there. No. You have to be able to get on the team, make it work, and have success with said teams. He has not done that. That's one. 2, these same games that you're speaking on, let's go back to the same series you was talking about just now. The Phoenix Suns series where they got swept, right? Yeah, they got swept. KD, efficiency, all this other shit. Let's go into the fourth quarter. These are the fourth quarters. KD in the fourth quarter, game 1, 2 points, 1 of 3 shooting. Game 2, 2 points, 1 of 5 shooting. Game 3, 4 points, 1 of 3 shooting. Game 4, 4 points, 2 of 4 shooting. Across the last 4 quarters in that series, KD put up more turnovers than he did field goals. So at some point, We got to just stop sitting here looking at the overall numbers. I get it. 33 on 70%. That shit sounds terrific. When you get to the nitty gritty and when need to have it quarters and points, he's not showing up. That's the same shit we just said about the Nets. Yeah, he got the Nets into the OT. What did he do when we got there? He gave us nothing, bro. And again, this is supposed to be the second best player on the planet. This is who this is supposed to be. And then let's span even further. Let's even go into what the Rockets have been this season with him. The Rockets the season before last was the second best team out west. That's what the record said, right? KD get there. The record get worse. The players get worse. And
They lost
on top of that, the one game he does play, he goes 6 for 7 from the field. I think he had 20 points at the end of the first half.
Yeah.
Second half, he goes out and shoots 1 for 5 with 5 turnovers. Dog, I'm not sitting here telling y'all that KD not one of the best basketball players we ever seen touch a basketball. Of course he is. But if the standard is he's this superstar player that is impactful wherever he will go, it has to at some point show outside of just him playing with arguably the greatest shooting back, not even arguably, it is the greatest shooting backcourt of all time. The most winningest head coach through the 6 seasons. A team that literally won 73 games before he got there. At some point, he has to show he can do it without being in a perfect situation. At some point. And I don't think that's unfair to say. I really don't.
Can I add something to your point, T? If we go back to those games when he was playing against Minnesota, in the fourth quarter, the game plan was literally anybody but Kevin Durant. The turnovers were coming off bad passes because he was getting trapped in corners. The game plan was literally anybody but Kevin Durant. So he should have done a better job passing the ball. He should have done a way better job passing the ball. Kevin Durant at this age is too fucking tall and too old to not be able to complete bound passes out of triple teams. But that is the reason those numbers 1 for 3. Now, if he went out there and pulled a Kobe, just fuck it, I'm shooting over 3 niggas, it'll be a different story. It's look, now Kevin Durant, it'll be the same thing with Lamar. How the fuck he's 70% in this game and now he's 20% in this game? Like you said, the numbers and the context matters. Go look at those games. Those last 4 quarters, bro. It was Jaden McDaniels, and I forgot who the other defender was. And somebody, anybody but Kevin Durant. Anybody but him.
They put Reed and McDaniels on him.
Literally anybody but Kevin Durant.
Again, that literally speaks to my point because
to your point, T. If you send the 3 niggas at you, what I'm supposed to do? Shoot over them?
It exactly does because there's not a single superstar that has ever played the game of basketball that has not seen a hard double or preventative defense against them. The issue comes in is that now said superstar needs to figure out how to combat that or beat that. He has never shown the ability or capability or adaptability to do that. And that's a problem. This is the nigga that y'all told me stayed playing to the standard, played good, played great. Okay, if he played great, why did you just tell me Breezy can't beat a simple double team? Why did you just tell me that if he's playing that great?
Because Chris Finch was coaching his ass off. If you know basketball, he did not just say,
"Hey, no, we're not doing that."
What you mean? What you mean?
Chris Finch did not just say you and you go be
a great coach to draw up a double team. I'm asking a top 2 player to beat a double team. If he can't do that, that's not no coaching at that point. That's just
my goodness.
Because even if that was the standard, that doesn't change. Even if that was what was really happening, why the other 3 quarters? Why wasn't this the issue? The niggas seen the same coverage the whole game. The Lakers double. Even when we go back to just the Lakers series, the Lakers sent double teams his way the entire game. It got down to the nitty gritty, the nitty habit moments, and he collapsed.
If this is Kevin Durant, Chris Finch is not just saying you go here and you go here. No, you disguise. We're going to say, you know what? We're going to fake a zone. We're going to throw many different reads at Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant can shoot over X player or he can drive past wide players. So you know what we're gonna do? We're not just gonna sit here and run two people at him. We're gonna stunt. We're gonna fake this. We're gonna make it look like this person is open. And when Kevin Durant throw that pass, interception right there. We're gonna let Anthony Edwards play in the backfield like he's a DB or something. That's why Anthony Edwards led that series in steals. That's why it's a lot of stuff that if you don't know basketball,
weakness. That's what it sounds like. But you just
No,
described
bro.
him.
No,
He's not a good
look.
playmaker.
the same way.
That's what you just described,
Bro, the same way when the Spurs played the Cavs that first time, they said, "Hey, fuck it, don't let LeBron shoot." The same way
expose the superstar's weakness.
Hold on. You know how many times KD gets the ball at the top of the key? I'm talking about second half, right? Because we bring up his fourth quarter blunders. In that series alone, he gets the ball at the top of the key. Goldberg runs to him at the top of the key. He tries to triple threat or jab, and guess who's coming up behind him? It's Jaden McDaniels or Anthony Edwards, like Rizzo just said. They come to pickpocket it, just like that. It's not that easy, bruh. When you look at it, like he said, credit to Chris Finch, because Chris Finch was coaching his ass off that series, bruh. They were blanketing certain things where you would not have noticed it until it happened, and they executed it perfectly to a T.
Okay, so let me ask this: if all the credit goes to Chris Finch for that series, right? And let's say that's true. Why is this happening everywhere else he has ever been other than Golden State? Why did it also happen with OKC? Why did it also happen with the Nets? Why did it also just happen with Houston? If again, let's say for the sake of argument, I give you that. Why is it also a continuous problem everywhere else? If that's the case.
T, what's the continuous problem, T?
What the fuck?
He said his fourth quarter. You
got it, bro. KD can't do no more than what he's been doing.
His fourth quarter. Okay. So T, the same way
with that, and that's why I said, hold on, Breeze. Let me say this. The problem I have, and that's why I didn't even give a rebuttal when it comes to the fourth quarter stuff, right? Because we just saw Wemby, who's way younger, way more energy, and when Wemby just got into this, right? We just saw with Wemby. When you have a guy playing 40-something minutes, doing everything offensively, and he's the one protecting the rim, he's gonna be tired. You cannot expect him to go into fourth quarter and overtime still carrying that load. And I said that about the Nets series, and everybody, game 7, he had no point. You telling me I gotta face Giannis and a double team. I gotta face Giannis +1 offensively. Then I gotta get back on defense, face Giannis again, protect the rim. And then you want me to go into OT and do it again after I just played 40-something minutes. And that's fine. Y'all know how exhausting that is.
And to add to that, Kevin Durant actually did something that he never does that game. Kevin Durant did something that he never does that game, bro. Kevin Durant played every minute of that game.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying.
And I'll give you one better. LeBron James is the ultimate basketball mind. LeBron James is the ultimate basketball player. That game when J.R. Smith threw that stupid-ass pass and didn't shoot the ball, and LeBron had 51, 8, and 8, what did he do in overtime?
He did nothing.
Exactly.
It happens, bro. You get tired. When you do everything on both sides, you get tired. You gas out.
Yeah,
the problem is, he has been on a team.
Again, I asked y'all if that's what it is, why is that the situation and why is that the case everywhere?
Because, like I said, KD has bad.
Bro,
he has bad judgment when picking teammates. At some point,
this is who you are.
He has bad judgment when picking teammates. He does, and that is a fact. We're not going to sit here. I'm not going to sit here and make excuses. He has bad judgment.
If that's the case, Quincy, again, if that's the case, that is not now an excuse or reasoning to why he is underperforming to his standard. That's not it, bro. I'm not. Hey, respectfully, that shit sound like bullshit.
Bro, you just saying at this point, there's nothing he can do. Because I gave you the stats, I gave you the context as to why because we just saw Wemby go through it. We just saw Wemby in the finals go through.
And people also said Wemby needed to be better as well. They'll make it seem like people get
how much better. But that's what I'm saying. Because when you watch the games, I'm watching Wemby rotate every possession.
I don't care.
How much better do you want him to be?
Giving up a rebound against Mitchell Robinson, we got possession.
Time out. Mitchell Robinson got one job. Mitchell Robinson got one job.
His one job is you're a victim.
Hold on, time out. No.
You're a demigod.
That's some real stupid goofy ass shit you just said. No. T.
He
has
possession on the nigga. What are we saying?
Brunson don't got a rebound.
Go pull up Mitchell Robinson numbers, bro. He is a historic offensive rebounder. Go. He's in the game for that one reason.
I'm telling you that does not matter.
It does matter because you making it seem like he gave a rebound up to you or me.
A top 3, top 5 player in the league. You have to.
It doesn't matter. Mitchell Robinson is a better rebounder than Victor Wembanyama. Mitchell Robinson is a better rebounder than Victor Wembanyama.
Y'all know how
Mitchell Robinson is a better rebounder than Victor Wembanyama. He went and did one job and he did his job.
If you go out right now and try to go play offense and defense against your local pickup ball,
I'm not expected to be the best player in the series or in the NBA. You having that standard is not the same.
Like, no, bro, you just said, no, TC, you said he gave up an offensive rebound to Mitchell Robinson, who's historically an elite offensive rebounder.
I'm saying in that moment when you need the board in order to steal a game, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the other side of you. You're supposed to be the guy. Get the job done.
If Mitchell Robinson took the ball 94 feet and hit a step back three over Wemby, I wouldn't give you no argument. But the nigga did what he's religiously paid to do. And he offensive rebounded.
Bro, you're talking about a nigga who is quite literally a backup. My superstar center, I don't give a damn what good this nigga do in the court. My superstar center, who's 7'5", and the unanimous DOPOI player, the nigga who really can be the next greatest player of all time, should not get beat out on a box out when he has possession. I don't want to hit. That shit coming fuck to me, bro. Like, I don't care what we talking about. Like, what you saying to me right now? This Robinson ain't no all-time. You got it. He needs to find ways to be better in the second half and fourth quarters of these games. What are we talking about?
Hey, Gino.
Yep.
Listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell Robinson himself is renowned as arguably the most dominant and elite offensive rebounder in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
He averages 5.1 offensive rebounds a game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The man is 6'11" and has maybe 30, 40 pounds of muscle on Wemby. He didn't do something out of the ordinary. He didn't go out there and hit a step back three on Wemby. He did what he is historically elite at. Grab an offensive rebound. Was that a weakness moment for Wemby? Yeah, because you got to have the drive to want that. But you acting like Jalen Brunson went and dunked over his head and took the ball.
I'm acting like the nigga who's supposed to be the best player in the series did not live up to the expectation when he needed.
The nigga is not in basketball, you have things that are better than other people. Steph Curry a better shooter than LeBron. If Steph Curry make more threes than LeBron, nobody's going to bat an eye. Mitchell Robinson is a way better rebounder than Victor Wembanyama. He did his job.
Get him flat for not having as many offensive rebounds. I said
he did his job. But when you say
you cannot get beat by the nigga next to you, especially when you had inside position and leverage.
But you lost to a nigga who made his whole career on that. That's the thing. You lost to a specialist at that.
Okay, so again, if fucking Steph Curry went out there and hit a game-winning three in Game 7 over LeBron, no one would have gave him flat because he's a three-point specialist.
That has nothing to do with nothing.
That has everything to do with what I'm saying. Because you just said this is what he's built his career off of. Okay, let me use another historic great shooter. Let's say Kyle Korver. If Kyle Korver went out and hit a game-winning three over KD or LeBron or whoever you want to name, would niggas will give him a pass because of Kyle Korver? Because that's what he's got paid to do his whole career. That's what niggas would have did.
You just said
no. They would have said, "How the fuck Kyle Korver hit a game with a shot over you?" That's what niggas would have said. Just like I'm saying right now. I don't care if Mitch Robinson is the all-time historic. I don't give a fuck. He was the greatest offensive rebounding center of all time. This is Victor Wembanyama, nigga. If you're supposed to be the next one up, you cannot get beat on a fucking box out with leverage for a game-stealing rebound. It's that simple. I don't care who's next to you.
Hey, hold on. I'm about to shut it down right here.
Let me bring that question. You just asked me if an all-time shooter gets a three-point shot on LeBron, are they gonna say, well, that's him because he does? Yes, T, that's what he does. Kyle Korver is knocked down.
So niggas ain't gonna drill it. Niggas ain't gonna bash him.
See, if they run a play and get Kyle Korver an open look with LeBron contesting and he drained that, cool. Kyle Korver ain't dunk on that nigga. He ain't do nothing out of the ordinary. He ain't dunk on that nigga. He ain't windmill 360 for the free throw line.
It's cool because it's Kyle Korver. That's what he do. It's cool.
T, what the fuck are you talking about?
I'm asking. Since you said this is what Mitch Robinson do, I gave an example. If the standard.
Yes. See, if you're asking that, yes. Yes.
Supposed to be great.
Yes. Hold on.
No, fuck it. No, hey, we lying, boy. We lying.
No, I'm saying, are you asking me would I be shocked? What is your question? Because you're asking me would I be shocked if he did that?
No, I'm saying would it be? I'm saying would these niggas not have been crucified if that shit were to happen to them?
No, they wouldn't.
Oh my fucking God, we lying.
They wouldn't.
Hold on.
We lying, boy. We lying tonight, boy. We lying, boy. We lying.
Hold on. Let's do this. Ask me the question, Breezo. What exactly? Because I'm gonna say this. If I'm Rudy Gobert, I might be a little pissed at this conversation.
Bro, I think his question was, he said, bro, a specialist, right? Like, let's say Ray Allen, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Don't say Ray Allen. Use another
nigga, whatever, bro.
Use another nigga who's just a specialist, and that's it. That's all he was good for.
Bro, a specialist, whatever, a three-point specialist, a marksman from deep, Gino. They run a play to get him a look, and LeBron contested, and he get a three hit over him. Will people say, oh, well, that's a three-point shooter that happened?
One, I'll probably say you might want to stay away from LeBron, bro, because, I mean, you know how that's going to go. You already know Skip Bayless and that type is going to wake up the next day on him. I'm just saying, you might want to pick a different
niggas will crucify.
LeBron is always, no matter what happens, in my opinion, LeBron is always going to have people be like, hey, man, that's your fault. So maybe let's go with a different player. I said
KD too.
I was going.
You go any player not named LeBron, and Breezo's question would have weight to it. Any player not named LeBron.
Yeah, I would say if you're talking about LeBron, bro, like I could hit a three on LeBron, and I could be a specialist, and he ain't gonna have a good day with Skip Bayless in the Skip Bayless game. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I say like. But I was interjecting because I was gonna say if I'm Rudy Gobert. I do feel like there was time Rudy Gobert got splashed by somebody and he kind of got unfairly blamed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I say this, there are times, bro, I do feel like if you got fans that hate you, I mean, it don't matter who do what to you, to be honest, bro. Now, if niggas like you, you'll survive the day. So, you know, my answer is going to be, it's going to depend on how many people hate you, bro. If you got people who don't like you, it don't matter who do what to win to you because they going to use it against you. Because when Luka splashed on Rudy Gobert, looking back, bro, Rudy Gobert can't cover no Luka. Luka is an offensive nuke. But nobody went, damn, Rudy, you shouldn't have been in that. But nah, you got splashed on. Rudy. That's a you problem. So that's why I say I feel like, bro, it depends on how people feel about you. Like, even with that Wemby and Mitchell Robinson, and I'm not disputing that Mitchell Robinson is a great rebounder, Breezo. I think he is a great rebounder. But I do think it plays a part in that Wemby don't really have a hate crowd yet. So when Wemby allows something, I feel like people just go, he young. But I feel like if Wemby had legitimate haters and that happened, fans not reasonable, bro. Like, fans are not reasonable. Like, they hold all type of nonsense against you. And I just feel like Wemby is kind of lucky. Don't nobody hate him, bro. Like, you know, like that's my answer. What type of fan base do you hate? So I'm not trying to say I agree with both of y'all. I just feel like, bro, it depends on the player. Some players, there is no grace. It don't matter who hit a shot on you.
I'm just saying, bro. That's just fucking crazy, bro. To say if a marksman hit a shot over somebody, that's like, come on, bro. Like,
bro.
I'm just great player.
I'm just saying, Breezo, like
I'm
niggas
saying on T behalf, bro. Like, come on, man.
Niggas would have crucified them. Yes, they would have. Yes, they would have.
Bro.
Let's not act like we haven't seen ESPN Good Morning Football or Good Morning what the fuck ever. When these niggas be in these moments and they come up short and they're in the center of it, you know damn well these niggas be getting to blend into that shit. Don't act crazy now, nigga. You know damn well they get that.
You just said an all-time historic shooter. You didn't say a bum from running. You said an all-time historic shooter.
Offensive rebounder. That what you just said. So I gave an example.
So T, this is the whole point. I'm saying, bro, if a shooter goes in there and does his job and hit that game winner, bro, like, come on, bro. The world not gonna hit If it was a bum off the bench, if it was somebody off the coaching stand out the crowd, then yeah, cool. But T, this is a nigga who's known for doing this shit religiously, bro.
Again, it's not matter when we talk superstars because
hey, Quincy, mute up, boy.
I'm coming. Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, what's up, boy?
It definitely matters, bro. It definitely matters, man.
Man, all I'm saying is this: at the end of the day, the standard is different for superstars. The standard is different. If you put Victor Wembanyama on the block to get a board, you expect to get a board. It don't matter who's next to him. It don't matter who.
It does.
That's crazy.
Only casuals say shit like that, brother.
That's crazy work, dog. That's crazy.
Only casuals, bro.
Nah, it's not casual at all. It's a fucking.
That's very casual, bro.
Standard niggas hold the all-time greats to.
No, because everyone knows no matter how great you are,
niggas didn't
have a weakness.
Man, David Robinson down there, Shaq. You may not be able to score. No, niggas still gave Shaq the ball and said, "Figuring it out." That's
everybody
what
you naming guys who ain't doing it 100% on both sides. I'm talking about guys who are legit out there 40 minutes.
You know
everything on offense and defense.
Gino, yes or no, Gino?
Yeah.
If you put Victor Wembanyama on the block for a game-sealing rebound, do you or do you not expect him to come up with the ball?
As Mitch Johnson.
Yes, I expect it. Absolutely.
Okay. So if that, so if you both listen, hold on. If you both just said that's the expectation, why is it unfair of me now to say he came up short?
Because there's context to it. You have to add context to it.
Okay, Gino, you heard what he said, right? You expect
Mitch Robinson is a backup center who's a good rebounder. I don't give a fuck. You're a victim.
You expect Wemby to get the rebound.
Who plays for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes a game.
I come back that.
40 minutes.
I play chess. I need one weight difference.
You can't give me
somebody who's better than you on the rebounds.
He's been doing
and now you gotta fight for it.
Wemby sat like 2 minutes.
After you play 45 minutes, you're like a gazelle. Your legs is
come on, bro.
This guy, Mitchell Robinson, is playing 10, 12 minutes a game. You're coming in to either rebound or do something. Put it all in context.
You talk about a guy coming off the bench.
Put it in context, bro.
Well rested, fresh legs, and the guy.
That's what I'm saying. I agree. I think that both sides have that expectation.
Like,
I still think the Knicks expect Mitchell Robinson to get the rebound,
and that's why they put him in that position. Notice they didn't put Cat down there. It's a reason they didn't put Cat down there.
Yeah, I agree.
Who's down there? Victor Wembanyama need to get forward. He didn't.
No.
Like he didn't.
No, look, I'll say this. So look, hold on, real quick before we move on. If prime Andre Drummond was down there, you expect Wemby to get that?
Yes, because Andre Drummond has never been or to the caliber of player that Victor Wembanyama is. I do not care who's next. I just told you I don't care if it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I expect Victor Wembanyama, the best player in the league, by what niggas were saying by that point, to get a game-stealing rebound. I don't care who's next to him. I don't give a shit.
And that's the reason why you can't be a coach, because you don't have a grip on reality. If you really sit there and believe
there's expectation that if this is my best player, I need my best player to give me the biggest moment.
Your best player is not your best offensive rebounder. You expect them to go do something that they're at their best.
First of all, it's not an offensive rebound; it's a defensive rebound. He had leverage. He had possession. He got beat on the box out.
Victor Wembanyama does not have the frame
all
or
effort.
the
That's
weight
all effort.
to combat somebody.
Nigga, Breeze, you're a coach. Boxing out isn't just about who's bigger. It's about possession. He had possession and still lost it.
T, what the fuck are you talking about, T? Box, weight, and everything matters in boxing out.
So you never seen a point guard box out a center for a rebound?
T, what the fuck?
Bro, how rare is that though, bro? Come on, bro. How rare is that, dog?
I'm saying it because it happens and it has happened more than once.
I'm not expecting somebody with a 50-pound weight. This is where Miss Johnson showed he was.
All right, so if that's the case, don't tell me Victor Wembanyama I'm a top 5 player. Don't tell me it's rebound. If it's too much for me to expect for him to get an offensive rebound, a defensive rebound and still a game, don't tell me it's top 5 player. Don't tell me a top 5 player. If it's too much to expect for him to get one rebound to still a game, it's top 5 player.
Let me ask Quinn. Let me
tell you, this is the same guy who said it's too much for Lamar Jackson to be the team that's
trolling. He trolling, bro.
No, it's not trolling because y'all. I'm asking this nigga. Y'all like I'm making it seem like I'm trying to ask this nigga to go out there and get 25 rebounds. No, I'm asking for one possession.
But you not putting it into fam. You talking about a guy who legit is moving and chasing around everyone on defense, and he's expected to move and run an offense on the other side of the court.
He don't run.
Well, I mean, come on.
He don't run the offense. He literally plays has to win Fox.
The offense flows through Wemby. It flows through Wemby.
No, it does not. No,
yes,
it does not.
Yes, it does.
Yo, man, that's besides the point. Let me ask this question real quick, Quincy and Breezo. So let me just kind of understand, like, on both sides. So do you guys feel like in that moment, whatever moment we're talking about, the best option to get that rebound would have been to take Wemby out?
The best option. Like,
let me re-ask the question. As Mitch Johnson, do you feel like Mitch Johnson would have been wrong to expect Wemby to get the rebound?
Listen,
his youth, because in a real scenario where you need somebody that's fresh, somebody that's a bruiser, you bring in Bismack Biyombo, you bring in Luke Cornett. If you have Wemby for 44 minutes, bro, and you expect him to swim and wrestle, because Mitchell Robinson was in there to wrestle.
Why with Breeze if he has inside leverage? What are you describing? You're not describing the situation. You're not describing the situation that happened.
Anyway, I'm answering Gino's question. In that moment, do I expect him to get it? Of course. Victor just didn't have that dog in him in that moment. He didn't have that dog in him. It had nothing to do with the skill. He didn't have that dog in him. He didn't want it enough. That was the problem. Athletically, he can grab just a rebound on his bare feet. He just didn't have that dog in him. He didn't. So to combat someone putting in the best offensive rebounder in the game, what do? You go to somebody who can equally rebound or bang down low on the block with him. You don't put the player that's played 43 minutes and weaken the legs right now and say, you know what, go get this game-winning rebound. We know you're gassed, but go get this game-winning rebound. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. That's the whole. That Mitch Johnson showed he's a young coach at that time, because Greg Popovich would have put a Tiago Splitter in. He wouldn't have put Tim Duncan in that situation. He would have put Tiago Splitter in. He would have said, matter of fact, switch sides. Tiago, you get over there with Mitchell Robinson, since he like to swim and pull and do all this, because I may need you on the offensive end. I don't need you burned out wrestling with this nigga. Because that's the whole reason Mitchell Robinson was even in the game. Wrestle with Wemby, make him tired. That's it. Anything he did offensively was extra. So Mitchell Johnson showed his youth in that. He literally showed his youth. And that's the problem, T. Victor Wembanyama is great, but there are some things he's not all-time at. He's not an all-time rebounder. Mitchell Robinson is nothing but a rebounder. That is his job. Move niggas out the way and get rebounds. That's it. And you put him in a situation where you could have said, hey, Bismack, get your big Aki ass in here, get that rebound. Luke Cornett, get your big Aki ass in here, get that rebound. Nah, fuck it, Victor, you go ahead. Matter of fact, I'm going to put Castle on the other side too.
So we're taking out our best player to put in someone worse because he's not.
Oh,
you
my
don't
God.
put your best player.
That's what you literally
weak.
said he's not an all-time great historic rebounder.
You don't put your best player next to a player that he has a weakness against. The whole plot on Victor is what? Victor need to get in the gym. Victor need to hit the weight room. Put somebody there to combat that. You have a bunch of niggas on the bench.
So you're saying that's not his strength, right? That's not his strength, right?
Nah, T, that's not his strength.
Okay, so that's what you're saying. Again, if he is supposed to be what people said going into the series, a top 3, arguably in the league, why is it unfair for me to sit there and say, I need you to figure it out in this moment right now to get the board and steal the game? Why is that unfair for me to say?
It's the same way people say Luka is a top 3 player and he can't play a lick fucker defense. The same way.
If that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
The same way. Oh, now it's when you feel like that, you feel like that.
That's what it is.
Now it's when you feel like that, you feel like that.
It's not
people got Luka top 5, and Luka don't play defense. He's a cold.
And listen, I'm not disagreeing with that. However you feel about Luka, how you feel about Luka. What I'm saying is, I'm not talking about a full game. I'm talking about one possession.
Yeah, one possession.
One board. I'm talking about one play.
Stop.
One play. Okay, so give me the example of Luka needing one stop and then get
nigga every game.
The entire finals. The entire finals.
I asked for the example.
The entire finals. What do you mean? Like the entire finals.
I just asked you for an example. What? No. Listen. What was the game that Luka team was up a point and he needed to stop? I'm asking for the game. That's all
I'm giving you games. 48 minutes. Games 1 through 4.
Okay. I asked for one play where he needed to stop. And
every single game.
Now it's every single game. I didn't say every single game Mr. Robinson is taking Victor would be on my lunch money. I said when I needed him most. When I needed him most, that's the most key part. Since niggas can't comprehend shit tonight. When I needed him most to get a stop or get a rebound, give me that example. And then you got
1 through 5. Now it's getting 4 NBA finals.
I asked you for
it right now.
I never said the nigga Luka was a good defender.
Game 1 through 5.
I'm asking for the example to highlight that shit. You said he's never been a good defender. Cool. Give me the moment where his team needed to stop and he ain't get it. That's what I need. That's all I want to know.
Game 1 through 5.
Okay, not game 1 through 5. Okay.
Yeah. Pick your poison. You it's a shit ton of footage in that.
Gino, do you understand what I'm asking?
Yeah, I probably had to give it. I
could probably go on YouTube right now. Look through all 5 games.
Okay, go look it up on YouTube, Quizzy. Show me where Luka couldn't get a stop to help seal a game. Because I'm asking why Wembanyama couldn't get a rebound to seal a game. Y'all show me why. Y'all show me where Luka in the playoffs, whatever situation you want to give, when he couldn't get a stop to help seal a game. That's what I want to see. Because I'm not sitting here telling y'all Luka's a great defender. He's the worst defender in the league, arguably. Probably is the worst defender.
I'm not telling you Wemby's a great.
I'm asking, when have we seen this nigga get put on the island and get scored over or scored on and get took to the basket, get to a nigga to the free throw line, and was not able to get that stop? That's what I'm asking for.
Every single game. 2024.
Give the example.
NBA Finals.
Give the example.
Every single game.
Okay.
You can go pull that up, brother.
You can't give the example.
I'm looking through the tapes right now. I'm looking through game 1 right now.
Okay, so when you get that, Quincy, I want you to tell me when the Mavs were up 2 points, whatever the case may be, and show me where Luka did in to help them contribute to a loss. But hey,
he the reason it was down. What you talking about? He the reason it was down.
Biggest reason. But listen, that's neither here nor there. But listen, man, we at that 2-hour mark. We over the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna call it a show here, man. Longest show we've done in quite some time. Appreciate those who tuned in. Thank y'all for showing love. Thank y'all for being around, supporting. If you're not doing so already, hit that like, subscribe button. Hit that bell notification. Whenever we go live, you be notified, as well as the fact that, you can follow my other social media platforms, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Facebook, whether we're currently live as well. LastWord Productions and handle across the board. So, anything else y'all boys on that before we head out?
Nah. If Lamar Jackson ain't got no fans, that means I'm not here anymore. Shout out to Marcus.
Quincy, bro.
Delays is preposterous.
Nothing wrong with Quincy, boy.
I'm gonna fuck with y'all boys, man.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.